We are live.
We are live finally. Yeah, we are live यार. हेलो एंड वेलकम यार एवरीवन टू कैल्चियो चर्चा. वी आर लाइव फाइनली और हम लोग आज एक थोड़ी अलग स्ट्रीम करने वाले हैं. मतलब लास्ट 2-3 दिन से थोड़ी हैवी स्ट्रीमिंग चल रही है, कोलैब्स चल रहे हैं. योगेश भी जानता है. मतलब पहले तो काला फ्यूरी पे थोड़ा बात की दक्ष भाई के साथ, फिर ऑन ट्यूसडे हम लोग मैंने से नमोंग पे थे, कोलैब कर रहे थे. और वेंसडे को कल अजय भाई के चैनल पे मटिया सूले पे एक स्काउट रिपोर्ट की है. और आज थोड़ा सोचा यार बहुत हेवी 3 दिन हो गए तो थोड़ा कैजुअल रखते हैं यार. मतलब नॉट जस्ट कैजुअल, ऑब्वियसली सिर्फ आप जर्सी सॉरी स्ट्रीम का टाइटल देख सकते हो. इट्स मोर अबाउट रैंकिंग जर्सीज, बट नॉट जस्ट दैट. हम लोग न्यूज भी डिस्कस करेंगे थोड़ा आज. मतलब कैल्शियो न्यूज, बिकॉज रोज तो न्यूज आते रहती है यार. योगेश तू जानता ही है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं तो परमेश्वर हूँ यार, इंटर फैन, द इनहाउस इंटर फैन. मेरे साथ तो योगेश आज नापोली फैन. कैसा है यार योगेश, कैसा कर रहा है?
मैं बढ़िया हूँ यार. लाइक इट फील्स गुड टुडे. इट्स अ गुड वीक. लाइक हम लोग काफी चीजें कर रहे हैं पॉडकास्ट पे, तो इट हैज
हाँ
बीन अ
हाँ.
गुड सो फार. काफी
एब्सोल्युटली.
न्यू सब्सक्राइबर्स भी है हमारे साथ में,
हाँ
एंड
हाँ.
चलो देखते हैं कैसा रहता है आज का स्ट्रीम.
हाँ यार, एक तो पहले या यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट. थोड़ा चैट देख लेते हैं. वर्ल्डली हिट्स इज माय बोर्ड रिजल्ट्स आर टुमारो. विश मी लक, गुड लक टू यू. होपफुली योर बोर्ड रिजल्ट्स, या hopefully your board results are like Inter's title win last season. Very good. Nishant says hi. Nishant, hi to you as well. Collab was really good. I'm glad तुझे पसंद आया. Scout reports तो आते रहेंगे यार. PK says hi. I think you're new to the channel, PK. Welcome. My favorite is Juventus kit. यार ये क्या मूड खराब कर दिया यार तूने पे निशान. मजाक कर रहे हैं यार. All good, all good. Dark Cloud says love you guys again. Yeah, nice to have you guys. I'll just address the new fans. I know there are a lot of new people. Santosh says hey guys, I'm here for the first time. Hope I'll get some good Serie A content. हाँ यार डेफिनेटली आ जाओ. आज थोड़ा कैजुअल स्ट्रीम है संतोष, जैसे आप टाइटल देख सकते हो. आज थोड़ा बस न्यूज डिस्कस करेंगे, थोड़ा जर्सीज, बिकॉज लास्ट 3 दिन में अगर आप हमारे कोलैब्स देखोगे, वी वर ऑन दक्ष भाई चैनल, मैंने संदा मॉन्ग पे थे, उधर थोड़ा ज्यादा हेवी डिस्कशन भी कर लिया इन डेप्थ और अजय भाई के चैनल पे हमने मटिया सुले, रोमा का नया प्लेयर, उस पर भी ब्रेक डाउन किया, स्काउट रिपोर्ट किया. सो आज थोड़ा सोचा कि कैजुअल रखते हैं, बिकॉज बहुत मतलब कभी कभी आपको लग यू हैव टू मिक्स इट अप सो इसलिए थोड़ा कैजुअल रख लिया. और पीके से अनपॉपुलर ओपिनियन, नापोली होम किट इज ओवररेटेड. अरे बाप रे, ये बात के लिए बचा के रखी होगी, ये स्टार करके रख. नथिंग बैड बाय द वे पीके, बिकॉज वी विल कम टू इट व्हेन वी ब्रेक डाउन नापोलीज किट, बिकॉज पर्सनली मुझे पसंद है, बट I'm sure you don't like it. ठीक है, there is nothing with it. It's all about opinions at the end of the day. यार for all the new audience that is there, जो भी नए लोग यार योगेश, उनको मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ. देखो यार, ये सेरिया रिलेटेड चैनल है, आई नो ऑब्वियसली वो तो समझ ही गया होगा, बट वी हम लोग यार हर इटालियन फुटबॉल रिलेटेड से ना हर चीज डिस्कस करते हैं. नॉट जस्ट द बिग 7 क्लब्स, राइट योगेश? हम लोग बॉटम टीम्स के बारे में बात करते हैं, हम लोग मिड टेबल टीम्स के बारे में बात करते हैं, एंड जस्ट एनी अदर स्टोरी जो भी योगेश बताएगा आपको. इटालियन फुटबॉल में वाइल्ड स्टोरीज चलती रहती है, मतलब पागलपंती चलती रहती है, राइट योगेश? उसी दिन हम लोग नापोली के बारे में बात कर रहे थे, नापोली ने क्या ट्वीट डाली थी. सो हम लोग यार मजा करते बस ना, इटालियन फुटबॉल के बारे में बात करते. वी रिस्पेक्ट ईच अदर्स ओपिनियंस यार. हमें ऐसा कोई ये नहीं कि जस्ट बिकॉज योगेश इज अ नापोली फैन एंड मे बी डीजे भाई इज अ यूए फैन, तो हम लोग ये नहीं कि पागलों जैसे चढ़ते रहते. वी हैव अ गुड कनेक्शन अमंगस्ट आवरसेल्व्स, एंड वो तो रहता है यार. सो दिस इज जस्ट अ चिल स्ट्रीम. वी मतलब हमारा कम्युनिटी भी बहुत अच्छा है. मतलब जो भी ऑडियंस है, आई हैव नॉट सीन टॉक्सिसिटी. बैंटर रहता है, ये क्या बोलते हैं, हंसी मजाक तो चलते रहती है, राइट योगेश? मतलब वो तो चलते रहता है, बैंटर चलते रहता है, बट देयर इज नो टॉक्सिसिटी. सो अगर आप नए हो, वही कीप इट अप, मजे करो. जो भी क्वेश्चंस है, डोंट बी अफ्रेड टू आस्क. मतलब आपको आपको यानी आपको लग रहा होगा अगर आपका क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सिली है या बहुत बेसिक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, हम लोग है आंसर करने को. सबको सब कुछ पता नहीं रहता एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. जस्ट क्यूरियस व्हाट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ कैल्चियो. सिंपल यार, फुटबॉल होता है बस. कैल्चियो इज फुटबॉल इन इटालियन, ठीक है? अगेन these questions like these are also fine, we don't mind anything, so it's a very chill space. टेंशन मत लेना ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन पूछने में, और आपके कमेंट्स लाते रहो. जस्ट बी रिस्पेक्टफुल. जस्ट ये एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि एक दूसरे के ओपिनियंस रिस्पेक्ट करो, चाहे पैनल हो चाहे चैट पे हो. डिसएग्री कर सकते हो, डोंट गेट डाउन टू अब्यूजिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. सो दैट्स ऑल वी एक्सपेक्ट यार, अगर आप नए लोग हो. हम लोग अभी 761 पे है योगेश, सो दैट इज गुड टू सी. अगेन अगर आपने अब तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब कर लो. इफ यू हैव नॉट लाइक द स्ट्रीम, प्लीज लाइक इट, एंड स्ट्रीम के बाद यार अगर आप कर सकते हो अभी भी शेयर कर लो अपने फुटबॉल कम्युनिटी के साथ, या फिर कोई स्पोर्ट्स देखता हो. हेल्प अस ग्रो, बिकॉज आवर गोल इज 1000 सब्सक्राइबर्स. ऑब्वियसली 761 तक पहुंच गया है, तो पुश करते रहना है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट यार योगेश. एनीथिंग एल्स यू वांट टू से? तुझे कुछ बोलना है अपनी कम्युनिटी के लिए, देन वी कैन
अ,
स्टार्ट.
कुछ कमेंट्स लेना चाह रहा था मैं। तो योर एवरेज जापानीज स्टूडेंट सेज आइला नापोली फैन।
यार यार जापानीज स्टूडेंट कैसा है ना, लाइक मैं भी पहली बार योगेश के बारे में सुना था ना, व्हेन आई फाउंड आउट ही इज अ नापोली फैन, मैं तो खुश था बिकॉज एक तो अपने को ऐसे अलग अलग फैंस चाहिए, बट आई वाज वेरी सरप्राइज, मुझे लगा नहीं था नापोली फैन कभी मिलेगा, बिकॉज स्कूडेटो तभी ये लोग ने जीता नहीं था, एंड यूजुअली अगर आप सोचते हो इंडिया में रह के कि शायद कोई नापोली फैन बने, अगर उन्होंने स्कूडेटो या कुछ जीता होगा, राइट योगेश, मतलब यू गेट व्हाट आई एम
या
सेइंग, बिकॉज नापोली ने इतने साल से कुछ जीता नहीं था, बट ही इज बीन वाचिंग नापोली सिंस व्हाट 2010 योगेश.
या 2011 में मैंने पेज स्टार्ट किया था फॉर
हम्म.
सेरिया फॉलोअर्स ऑन अराउंड, लाइक नापोली
हम्म.
फॉलोअर्स अराउंड इंडिया। तो तब से जर्नी स्टार्ट हुई थी। लाइक मुझे याद है फर्स्ट मैच मुझे लगता है मैंने वो वाला देखा था, मैन सिटी, मारियो बालोटेली वाला मैन सिटी वर्सेस
हाँ.
कवानी वाली नापोली, दैट नापोली वन 2-1 एट
या
स्टैडियो
या या सो यार ये अच्छी स्टोरी है, देखो यार, सी लुक एट योगेश स्टोरी, इट्स नॉट ऑलवेज अबाउट ट्रॉफीज. आप देखो उसने क्यों नापोली को सपोर्ट करना चालू किया, बराबर है, मैं भी एक्चुअली मैं 2003 से देख रहा हूँ, जब मैं 5 साल का था, पर तभी आपको उसमें इतना समझता नहीं है, पर मैंने वो इंटर वर्सेस कोमो याद है यार, ईएसपीएन पे या कुछ वो सोनी स्टार इस पे कुछ दिखाते थे, वो पुराने चैनल पे एक एक गेम दिखाते थे एक हफ्ते में 2-3 गेम, और उसमें इंटर वर्सेस कोमो था, और अल्वारो रेकोबा करके यूरुग्वाइन प्लेयर है फेमस, उसकी वजह से आई लव द गाय, ही वाज वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट प्लेयर्स ऑफ ऑल टाइम, ही इज, और तब से मैं इंटर फैन बन गया, सो वी हैव ऑल आवर स्टोरीज, एंड उसी सीजन में योगेश 2003 में एसी मिलान और यूए चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल पहुंचे थे, तुझे याद हो,
या
ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड
या
में. आई कुड हैव इजीली
या
पिक दोस क्लब्स, बट देख मैं इंटर पिक किया, राइट, सो सबकी अपनी स्टोरी होती है यार. अमीर ने बोल दिया कैल्चियो मींस फुटबॉल इन इटालियन. निशान सेज यू मेंशन गोजाटा इटालिया, दैट इज रियली गुड फॉर गजेटा गजेटा, सॉरी मैं उल्टा पड़ा, सॉरी, हाँ गजेटा, रियली गुड फॉर
या
इटालियन फुटबॉल हिस्ट्री, यस एब्सोल्युटली एब्सोल्युटली यार, ऐसे और भी यूट्यूब चैनल्स है, मैं बाद में प्रेजेंट कर दूंगा स्क्रीन पे आपको दिखाने के लिए. साहिल से टॉक्सिसिटी विल ग्रो विद द चैनल, इटालियन फुटबॉल इज फुल ऑफ ड्रामा, पूरा स्प्लिट. देख वी नो दैट, बेसिक तो उतना पता है, देख टॉक्सिसिटी तो आ जाएगी साहिल, वी नो दैट, ऑल वी कैन से इज to from our end is for you guys to be respectful, nothing else, we know that. वो हम लोग को एक दो कमेंट्स ऑलरेडी ऐसे आ चुके हैं, वी जस्ट डोंट पे हीड, हम लोग उनको पुल अप भी नहीं करते, भाव भी नहीं देते, देखे क्या करेंगे, राइट, हम लोग को क्या फर्क पड़ता है एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, नेगेटिविटी दे कैन टेक विद देमसेल्व्स, राइट, एट द एंड ऑफ द डे योगेश, हम लोग इधर अच्छा कंटेंट लाने के लिए, और जो अच्छे से बात करेगा उनको एड्रेस करेंगे, एज सिंपल एज दैट. वी डू रिस्पेक्ट डिफरेंट ओपिनियंस, दैट डजंट मीन वी डोंट. Your average Japanese student says it's so good to have an Indian Serie A channel with Napoli and Inter in the stream already. हाँ, आज लगता है मुझे और योगेश भाई को थोड़ा क्या बोलते हैं योगेश, कैरी जॉब करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज अजय भाई स्टिल रिटर्निंग होम फ्रॉम वर्क, ही गॉट स्टक इन ट्रैफिक इट सीम्स, और होपफुली ही विल बी एबल टू जॉइन अस. चिंतन भाई को भी थोड़ा लेट होगा, डीजे भाई आई डोंट नो, कॉस्टोबिज वाज एक्सपेक्टेड टू जॉइन अस, लेट्स होप ही जॉइंस. बहुत टाइम से ही हैज नॉट बीन ऑन द
या
चैनल, बट
गोटू हैज नॉट बीन अराउंड फॉर क्वाइट
या
सम
उसका शेड्यूल बहुत बिजी था, पर होपफुली यस टाइम नाउ. थोड़े लास्ट कमेंट्स लेके वील स्टार्ट दिस स्ट्रीम गाइस. 14 लोग हैं अभी भी, अगर आपने अब तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया प्लीज प्लीज कर लो. परमेश भाई एज अ प्रीमियर लीग फैन, व्हाई सेरिया हैज लॉस्ट इट्स ऑरा, बिकॉज़ सेरिया टीम आर नॉट दैट. यार वही चीज नहीं, इट्स नॉट अबाउट यूसीएल यार, मतलब सेरिया के डार्क लॉर्ड हम लोग ना, सेरिया के बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स बोलते रहते हैं, मार्केटिंग नहीं है, ब्रॉडकास्ट सब खराब है यार. ये उसी दिन एक्चुअली डार्क लॉर्ड में आपको रिकमेंड करूंगा, क्योंकि मैं इधर बोलना चालू करूंगा ना, योगेश भी अग्री करेगा, खत्म नहीं होगा.
या
ये उस दिन हम लोग ने मैंने से मॉन्ग पे यही डिस्कस किया था ट्यूसडे को, सो यू कैन गो एंड चेक देयर लाइव सेक्शन, उस पे है ये सब. जनरली आपको सिर्फ ओवर द टॉप बोलता है यार, जस्ट एक फ्रेमवर्क देने के लिए, ब्रॉडकास्ट मार्केटिंग, कुछ मार्केटिंग करते नहीं है, लाइक वी आर द, अगेन नॉट टू साउंड एरोगेंट, बट ये चैनल इज द ओनली लिटरली प्रॉपर मार्केटिंग गिमिक, दैट इज नॉट गिमिक बट द मार्केटिंग, क्या बोलते हैं, एफर्ट दैट इज बीइंग टेकन राइट नाउ इन फॉर सेरिया, राइट योगेश, ऑनेस्टली आई नो इट साउंड्स अ बिट एरोगेंट, बिकॉज सेरिया कुछ कर नहीं रहा है ये सब, हम लोग को आज तक ब्रॉडकास्टिंग की न्यूज नहीं पता एक्चुअली. ऑन दैट फ्रंट मैंने एक रूमर पढ़ा इंडिया में ब्रॉडकास्ट का सेरिया का, आई पुल दैट अप लेटर योगेश, बहुत अजीब रूमर, मैं पहली बार देख रहा हूँ, मैं बाद में पुल अप करता हूँ. हाँ, लैक ऑफ क्वालिटी कवरेज से संतोष, ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ क्वालिटी ब्रॉडकास्ट, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. हाउ डू यू गाइस मैनेज टू वॉच सेरिया गेम्स इन सेकंड हाफ ऑफ द सीजन व्हेन गेम स्टार्टेड 12:30 1:30? यार टफ तो होता है, बट कर लेते हैं कैसे, तो क्या करे, क्या वो वही हमारी टीम्स है ना यार, आरएस, लाइक व्हाट कैन वी डू, दिस दोस आर आवर टीम्स.
एक्चुअली आरएस मेरा एक थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे वो है,
हाँ.
जो मैचेस 12:30 1:30 के रहते हैं ना, एक्चुअली मैं वो उन्हें कंप्लीटली वॉच कर पाता हूँ, क्योंकि वो टाइम पे कुछ काम नहीं रहता, कुछ डिस्टर्बेंसेस
हाँ.
नहीं रहते, एंड फुल्ली फोकस होके मैच देख सकते हैं, कंप्लीटली एंजॉय कर सकते हैं. बट
हाँ.
जो रेगुलर 5 o'clock इन द इवनिंग, 7:30 9 o'clock के मैचेस रहते हैं, उसमें कुछ ना कुछ काम आ जाता है, लाइक लाइफ है, कुछ ना कुछ आ जाता है, एंड तो उसकी वजह से वो पूरा मैच कम्प्लीटली एंजॉय नहीं कर पाते,
या
तो
योगेश का
मेरे
उल्टा है,
साथ में तो ऐसा।
योगेश का शेड्यूल उल्टा है, मेरा थोड़ा मिक्स्ड है। मेरे को भी रात के गेम्स थोड़े जम जाते हैं, बट नॉट ऑल द टाइम। बट स्टिल वी मैनेज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे। कैसा होता है ना योगेश, दे आर आवर टीम्स, वी कांट कैसा रहता है यार, मुश्किल होता है मिस करना
डेफिनेटली,
यार।
लाइक अगर, हाँ, अगर नापोली का मैच चालू है एंड
हाँ
मैं कुछ, लाइक एक वो दिमाग में आ जाता है कि नापोली का भी मैच चालू है, तो और कोई दूसरी चीज में मन लगता ही नहीं है, लाइक वो छोड़ के
या
हमेशा
बहुत
मन करता है कि भाई चलो मैच देख लेते हैं, बाद में होता रहेगा ये सब काम।
बहुत मुश्किल होता है, बहुत मुश्किल होता है। अग्री। धे सेज हेलो गाइस, अमेजिंग कंटेंट रिलेटेड टू सेrie एंड इटालियन फुटबॉल, रियली लव्ड योर कोमो वीडियो, try to watch almost every video of yours, it's just that I can't catch up to live। अरे यार ऐसा कोई प्रेशर नहीं यार, आराम से, मतलब आप लाइव बाद में देखो, आप आधा भी देखो, हम लोग को ऐसा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, as long as you can watch something। and at least I'm glad आपने कोमो स्ट्रीम बोला, because that means we know you have watched it, you watch it to the best of your abilities। हम लोग किसी को फोर्स नहीं करते हैं ऐसे, that's not the point, we put out the content, we are just glad आप लोग देखते हो, आप लोग contribute करते हो। So Mihir and Sahil will come to your comments very quickly। I want to start the jersey stream because 10 मिनट ऐसे गए comments लेते हुए, थोड़े jerseys के बारे में बात करके I'll come to these comments। Yogesh, just remember we are at Sahil's comment where he says Sahil, sorry, Serie A is actually filled with quality teams, ये वो। We will come to that, Sahil and Mihir, your comment following that। पर थोड़ा चालू कर लेते, नहीं तो we'll never get to what we have come here for। but it's always good to interact with the chat यार, obviously मुझे भी comments ऐसे लेते रहना पड़ता है, but we have to get to
अपने
the content।
क्वेश्चंस वगैरह सब गाइस कीप ऑन सेंडिंग इट, वी विल
या
पिक
आप
इट अप।
कमेंट्स डालते रहो, क्वेश्चन हो या कमेंट्स, जस्ट कीप ब्रिंगिंग, वील कम टू इट। थोड़ा टाइम दे दो यार योगेश, जस्ट प्रेजेंट दिस इफ यू कैन।
यप, डन।
आई होप इट्स विजिबल, इट इज राइट।
यस यस।
या सो यार पहली तो एक चीज है, मैंने मोन्जा पे क्लिक कर दिया, बट द फनी चीज इज मोन्जा ने तीनों होम अवे या थर्ड किट लॉन्च नहीं किया योगेश अभी तक। वो लोग प्री सीजन में लास्ट सीजन के किट्स के साथ खेल रहे हैं, चेकिंग इंस्टा। सो आई डोंट थिंक इट्स फेयर टू रेट देयर किट्स बिकॉज दे हैव रियली नॉट, ये लास्ट सीजन के किट्स है, राइट।
अच्छा।
सो वी हैव टू जस्ट वेट एंड सी, मे बी ऐसे ही होगा, मोटोरोला विल बी द स्पॉन्सर, बट आई, because they have not launched any three of their kits, we can't really rate those kits, right Yogesh? तो उसको skip करता है अभी के लिए। I just wanted to make that clear। AS Roma पे आते हैं, ठीक है। I know Ajay bhai is not here yet, पर AS Roma, oh Ajay bhai is here। Ajay bhai says I'm still stuck in Mumbai traffic। यार Ajay bhai at least pull that up Yogesh bro। यार बुरा लग रहा है। but pull that up if you can। but yeah यार
या
अजय, आप चैट पे हो, हाँ आप चैट पे हो, आप उधर ही बता दो। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद अजय भाई ओनली। अजय भाई द होम किट मेरे हिसाब से तो बहुत बड़ा सक्सेस रहा है। मतलब आप देख सकते हो इधर, आई जूम इन अ बिट, ऑब्वियसली। आपका क्या ओपिनियन यार इस किट पे, मतलब 10 on 10 अजय भाई, 10 10 on 10 अजय भाई से। आप लोग कमेंट्स में भी रेटिंग दो, आप लोग भी दो, आपके व्यूज दो, आप लोग भी, सब लोग रेटिंग दो प्लीज, वी वांट टू नो योर थॉट्स।
गाइस,
योगेश,
लाइक रोमा के किट को क्या रेटिंग्स देना चाहेंगे सब लोग, प्लीज पुट इन
हाँ
योर रेटिंग्स इन द
योगेश,
चैट।
योगेश keep your bias aside, okay? Here you have to keep your dislike for clubs aside। इसको क्या रेटिंग देगा तू?
रोमा एज अ क्लब तो मुझे थोड़ा सा ये है।
पता है, इसलिए मैं किट बोल रहा हूँ भाई।
But as a club, as a jersey, I would say like it's a good jersey. Yeah, like aesthetics काफी अच्छे हैं.
या
It looks good. Red and golden का like एक ही dark red tinge है and
या
golden उसके ऊपर like all around like linings है. So it's a good
हाँ,
jersey. Yeah, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10.
वाह वाह। सो लोग बोल रहे हैं, अजय भाई ने 10 on 10 बोला। अवे डिजाइन बाय अजय देवगन, हाँ उस पे आता हूँ। मीर सेज होम किट एस टीयर, अवे किट एफ टीयर, लुक्स सो बैड। संतोष सेज रोमा किट ऑलवेज लुक्स रॉयल। धे सेज 9 on 10। अजय भाई या वो द पीके सेज 8 on 10। शिवम सेज सॉलिड 9। डार्क लॉर्ड सेज 8.5। संतोष सेज 8। Yeah, Milan and Roma are fashion influencing cities around the world. The jerseys always show that. That's a good
Yeah.
point, Sahil, but Roma's away kit might not show that really। निशान says Mumbai traffic is like my in-laws house, अटक गए तो फिर इट्स जस्ट द स्पॉन्सर विच इज एक्टिंग अप। हाँ यार, पर पैसा दे, देख यार इटालियन क्लब्स को पैसे की जरूरत है, और रियाद सीजन पे, रियाद दिस थिंग, आई नो इट्स अ इवेंट बट इट पेज अ लॉट बेसिकली, सो दे हैड टू डू दैट। 8 on 10, 9 on 10। फेडेक्स यूएस इज 7 on 10। वाओ, आई गेस एक मार्क फेडेक्स काट दिया सूले के लिए क्या? जस्ट जोकिंग बाय द वे यार, थोड़ा बैंटर तो चलता है यार इधर उधर। सो दिस इज द रोमा होम किट। मैं तो 9.5 दूंगा यार, आई लाइक इट
अरे
अ लॉट।
वाह,
9
सही है
point I yeah, I really liked it। पर ये kit, this is criminal, okay? This is horrible। अजय भाई, why did he mention अजय देवगन, बिकॉज वो विमल पान की एड होती है ना योगेश, इसमें ऐसा लग रहा है पान थूक दिया राइट। That's what Ajay bhai said. ये मेरे वर्ड्स नहीं, अजय भाई thinks this is all pan that has been spat on the Roma jersey. ये दिख रहा है आपको विमल, देखो अजय भाई चैट पे बोल रहे हैं। पर यार आप लोग ये अवे किट के बारे में बता, हाउ मच वुड यू रेट दिस, स्टार्टिंग विद योगेश, और कमेंट्स में तो आप बोलते ही रहो यार।
यार ये जर्सी का मुझे एस्थेटिक्स तो कुछ समझ में आ नहीं रहा, लाइक
Yeah, it's
ये
horrible.
डिजाइन डिजाइन क्या है, एंड इतना लाइक कुछ अलग करने की कोशिश थी इनकी,
Hmm.
बट इट लुक्स दैट दे आर ट्राइंग टू हार्ड,
Yeah.
एंड या ये प्लेयर प्रोफाइल के साथ में भी बैठ नहीं रहा। दिस वन तो आई वुड गिव इट लाइक 2 out of 10।
Yeah, Ajay bhai. Finally, you agreed on something with Ajay bhai, because Ajay bhai also gave it two, maybe two दूंगा यार। What is this? ऐसा सच्ची में लग रहा है विमल पान थूका है, और वो जब रोड पे देखते हो ना ड्राई हो गया होता है पान, लिटरली वैसे ही दिख रहा है। I'm not joking, bro. This is horrible. Like,
शिवम
but
बोला कि ये टोमेटो सॉस गिरा दिया है।
good. Another good analogy. 9 on 10 for the home kit, says Aditya. Sahil gave 8. Uh, away ke liye 7 on 10. Black X. Wow, that's I guess you liked it, or maybe you meant the home kit. This is 7. आपको 7 के लिए भी अच्छा लगा. That's fair enough. FedEx is 5. Uh, uh, अलग करने गए, काफी अलग हो गया से संतोष। यस, लुपे तो बैज इज द सेवियर। हाँ यार, बैज तो भी अच्छा ही हो गया, क्या बोलता है, बैज इज स्टिल फाइन। आई मीन थोड़ा
या
अलग, थोड़ा उसको मटेरियल से भी अलग बना है। रोमा फैंटा वर्सेस इंटर स्प्राइट वर्सेस रोमा विमल, वी विल बी देयर। दैट्स अ गुड कमेंट यार, दैट्स अ वेरी गुड कमेंट शिवम का। निशान सेज बोलो जुबान केसरी डेजिग्नेटेड टू रोमा। ब्लैक एक्सेस 2 on 10, सरकारी ऑफिस में जो लिफ्ट्स में पान थूकते हैं। हाँ यार, फेडेक्स वही 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 रोड पे। जूड जूड सेज 1, आदित्य सेज 4, रोमा शुड रिवर्ट बैक टू ओल्ड बैच। मीर, दैट्स अ गुड पॉइंट, बट ये क्या है ना, लुपे तो बैच जो है ना मीर, ये बहुत फेमस है रोमा फैंस में। सो दे रियली लव दिस बैच। ये बहुत मुश्किल होता है हटाने के लिए। रोमा से एंड करते, थर्ड किट पे आते हैं यार। आई रियली विश अजय भाई कुड हैव बीन एज पार्ट ऑफ द टीम, बट आई नो इज देयर इन ऑन द चैट एटलीस्ट। ये अभी तक ऑफिशियली लॉन्च नहीं हुआ है, पर यार ये फैंस के थर्ड किट के लिए फैंस हैव अ गुड रिस्पांस टू दिस। व्हाट डू यू थिंक योगेश? बिकॉज बैच थोड़ा अलग है, यू हैव द इनिशियल्स ऑफ द क्लब, राइट? अजय भाई, if you could say anything on this kit, because थोड़ा अलग है ये, obviously you have the blue, the
या
sort of red, yellow. It's popular amongst fans because ये color combination पहले भी यूज हो चुका है obviously. So what do you think योगेश, कितना देगा ये? देखिए देख, इधर comparisons ड्रॉ किए, देख बरेला का ओल्ड रोमा किट, माजडा वाला स्पॉन्सर दिख रहा है ना, डिया डोराइल, तेरे इस पे आएगा। सो
या या
या न्यू बैलेंस का डिजिटल बिट। सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक यार, डू यू थिंक दिस इज गुड? और आप लोग चैट पे भी रेट करो इसको।
यार अवे किट से तो काफी बेटर है ये,
हाँ।
लाइक अवे किट में पता नहीं लाइक वो क्या करना चाह रहे थे। दिस इज गुड यार, लाइक इट लुक्स थोड़ा सा मुझे लग रही है स्लिम फिट में नहीं आएगा, बैगी
हाँ।
फिट जर्सी जैसी लग रही है, लाइक ओल्ड स्कूल बैगी जर्सी
थोड़ा
जैसी रहती
हाँ।
थी पहले, वो
करेक्ट
स्टाइल की लग रही है मुझे। इट्स
करेक्ट
इट्स अ
करेक्ट।
गुड जर्सी, आई वुड गिव इट 7,
7।
6.5,
हाँ, मैं भी
6.5
6.5
out of
दूंगा। आई थिंक आई गिव इट अ 7। ये तो भी ठीक दिख रहा है योगेश, मतलब यार वो अवे किट इज अ डिजास्टर ऑनेस्टली।
डेफिनेटली।
बहुत बहुत बकवास है। हेजूड सेज 1 फॉर द अवे किट। आदित्य सेज 4, रोमा शुड रिवर्ट। हाँ, वो पढ़ लिया मैंने, सॉरी। सो संतोष इज 3 डिफरेंट बैचेस फॉर। हाँ, वो तो बराबर ऑब्जर्वेशन है संतोष, गुड ऑब्जर्वेशन यार।
या
आजकल
या
रोमा डज लाइक टू रिवर्ट टू दैट थोड़ा ट्रेडिशन उनका, विच इज अ गुड थिंग टू सी। फेडिक्स से 6 on 10, मीर से 6। ये थोड़ा 90s वाली वाइब दे रहा है। हाँ, आदित्य एज वी शोड नीचे यार, थोड़ा रेट्रो किट से यू कैन, बरेला वाला जो किट है इधर, यू कैन ड्रॉ द कंपैरिजंस, राइट? सो न्यूकासल हैव सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ लोगो इन देयर अवे जर्सी। हाँ, आई थिंक वो एडिडास का वो रहेगा पॉलिसी योगेश की, वो किट के लिए ना रेट्रो जाना है, थोड़ा रेट्रो लोगो। आई थिंक वो एडिडास का
या
गाइडलाइन रहेगा। अगर आपको याद होगा, वो 2 सीजन पहले प्यूमा ने क्या किया था, राइट? क्लब्स के नाम लिखवा दिए थे सेंटर में। इफ यू रिमेंबर, एसी मिलान का बैच की जगह एसी मिलान लिखा था बीच में, मैन सिटी लिखा था बीच में, डॉर्टमंड लिखा था। आई डोंट नो योगेश इफ यू रिमेंबर दैट। आई विल ट्राई टू पुल अप एन इमेज लेटर। अवे किट से तो बेटर है सिस फेडेक्स। सो यार, आई थिंक अजय भाई मस्ट बी ड्राइविंग यार। आई गेस ही मस्ट बी, इसलिए उनका अभी तक इस पे रिव्यू आया नहीं। बट क्या बोलते हैं, एएस रोमा से मूव ऑन करते, आई गेस वी ऑल अग्री द होम किट इज द बेस्ट। बट बिफोर वी मूव ऑन टू द अदर किट्स, योगेश 1 मिनट के लिए शेयरिंग स्टॉप करता हूँ। लेट्स टेक सम कमेंट्स पहले, बिकॉज आई नो सम पीपल commented. Ajay bhai is here. He says this will look better in real life. But Ajay bhai, how much would you rate it on 10? The third kit. That's what we want to know. I'm pretty sure it will look better real life. Uh, कौन से कमेंट पे रुके थे हम लोग? वो साहिल के कमेंट पे रुके थे ना योगेश, पहले वाला। एवर सिंस
yes, yes.
हाँ, एवर सिंस कहाँ गया यार वो कमेंट यार इतने। रोमा शुड
बहुत
रिवर्ट
थोड़ी
बैक। हाँ यार, बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर इट वाज साहिल एंड मीर हु हैड कमेंटेड। उसके बाद थोड़े, हाँ सॉरी, मिल गया। सेरिया इज एक्चुअली फिल्ड विद क्वालिटी टीम्स, 8-9 टीम्स competing for top places and the season champions can finish 10 next season। हाँ देख साहिल, 10th फिनिश होना वो नापोली की टैलेंट है, योगेश भी अग्री करेगा। नापोली बहुत chaotic क्लब है यार। इट हैड टू बी नापोली। नापोली छोड़ के ना कोई 10th यूजुअली फिनिश नहीं होता साहिल, ये मतलब आई गेट योर कंपटीशन पॉइंट, वी नो इट्स अ हेवीली कॉम्पिटिटिव लीग, आप डेफिनेटली ड्रॉप ऑफ कर सकते हो। 10th तक ड्रॉप ऑफ करना वो नापोली की स्पेशलिटी है, वो योगेश अग्री करेगा मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ। एनी अपडेट ऑन द नेक्स्ट सीजन सेरिया राइट्स फॉर नेक्स्ट सीजन इन इंडिया? सो आई लेट मी पुल समथिंग अप, लेट क्विकली, तब तक योगेश तो फॉलोइंग कमेंट्स ले यार जरा, डार्क लॉर्ड और वो सबके।
Yes, definitely. निशान says guys, किसी ने स्कॉटलैंड नेशनल टीम की किट देखी है क्या? दैट इज क्लासिक। स्कॉटलैंड नेशनल टीम की किट देखना चाह रहा है। फेडेक्स फ्रॉम फेडेक्स यूए सेज अवे किट से बेटर
हाँ
है।
हाँ,
डेफिनेटली रोमा की अवे किट से बेटर थर्ड किट
वो
थी।
ले लिया था, रुक मैं तेरे को बता दूं मैं कहा था, आई पुल दैट आर्टिकल। डार्क लॉर्ड सेज परवेश भाई कैन एल टोरो विन द बैलन डॉर, मेरे लिए ही शुड बी वन ऑफ, क्या बोलते हैं, टॉप 2 टॉप 3, तो ही डिजर्व्स इट। अगर आपने सीजन देखा होगा, योगेश भी एग्री करेगा, उसका सीजन बहुत अच्छा रहा है, कोपा अमेरिका में भी किया, बट हम सब जानते हैं यार ये सब पीआर पे आता है, विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू द अदर्स। आई नो बाकी सब प्लेयर्स भी अच्छे हैं, बट
हम्म।
यार कम ऑन, आई नो ही इज नॉट गोइंग टू विन इट बिकॉज ऑफ द पीआर। मैं ये कमेंट पे 1 मिनट मीर, आई एम जस्ट पुलिंग अप दैट आर्टिकल। शिवम सेज हाई, ही इज आल्सो हियर। या आई थिंक बाकी मैंने तब तक सब जर्सी रिलेटेड कमेंट्स थे तो ले ही लिए थे, राइट? सो लेट मी जस्ट पुल अप दैट सेरिया ब्रॉडकास्ट वाला थिंग। नहीं धे, जियो सिनेमा इज नॉट कंफर्म बिकॉज सेरिया का ना, जब जियो ने लिया था 3 साल का साइकिल था, और वो 3 साल का साइकिल ये सीजन के बाद, लास्ट सीजन के बाद खत्म हो गया। सो वी आर स्टिल वेटिंग फॉर एन ऑफिशियल ब्रॉडकास्ट पार्टनर, अब तक कंफर्म नहीं हुआ है। बहुत कंट्रीज
हम्म।
में कंफर्म नहीं हुआ, इट्स नॉट जस्ट इंडिया, बहुत कंट्रीज में नहीं हुआ है। पर यार इंडिया का हमेशा ही लेट होता है यार अनाउंस। अजय भाई गिव इट अ 7/10, ब्लैक एक्स गिव इट 9, द थर्ड किड फॉर रोमा। रुबैना शेख से सेरिया टीम विच प्ले एंटरटेनिंग फुटबॉल, डोंट माइंड न्यू फुटबॉल वॉचर। अरे यार रुबैना बहुत है वो कमेंट, इफ यू कैन पुल अप देन वी विल कम टू मीर्स कमेंट। there are many clubs, Rubena. There is Inter, there is Atalanta, there is AC Milan, to be fair, Fonseca के साथ आई एम प्रीटी श्योर अच्छा खेलेगी। एएस रोमा, डैनियले डे रोसी, नापोली भी अच्छा खेलती है लास्ट सीजन को छोड़ के, टू बी फेयर। मोटा के साथ यूवे, बोलोनिया, देख मुझे इटालियनो इतना पसंद नहीं है रुबैना, बट बोलोनिया विल आल्सो हैव सम ऑफ द आइडेंटिटी लेफ्ट ओवर इन माय ओपिनियन फ्रॉम मोटा। बहुत
मैं थोड़ा
टीम है ऑनेस्ट।
सिंप्लीफाई कर देता हूँ। रुबेना, अगर कुछ पिकअप करना है तो पिक वन ऑफ नापोली और एटलांटा, यू विल लाइक इट।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, गलत आंसर है। पिक इंटर, ऐसे तो मैं भी बोलूंगा पिक इंटर भाई, बट बीइंग अनबायस्ड, ये बहुत बायस्ड आंसर है रुबैना, बट क्या बोलते हैं, अनबायस्ड के लिए ना ऑनेस्टली आप पूरा लीग देख सकते हो, टू बी फेयर। आई नो थोड़ी टीम्स माइट बी बोरिंग टू वॉच हियर एंड देयर, वो सब लीग में होता है, टू बी फेयर। बट आई वुड से इफ यू रियली वांट टू स्टिक टू एस्थेटिक्स है ये वो, आप पिक कर सकते हो इंटर नापोली। जैसे मैं वही बोला, कॉन्टे वाली नापोली थोड़ा टाइम दो, बट इंटर, एटालांटा, डेफिनेटली रोमा बिकॉज ऑफ डेरोसी। मैं बोलूंगा पर्सनली हम लोग आपको बैठ के ना नाम दे सकते हैं, वी कैन टेल यू बोलोनिया, वी कैन टेल यू मिड टेबल टीम्स, टोरिनो। टोरिनो का जो नया कोच है, ही इज नोन फॉर वेरी ब्यूटीफुल फुटबॉल, सो टोरिनो भी बोल सकता हूँ। पर क्या है ना, आप देखना चालू करो, आप खुद के लिए डिसाइड करो आप किससे एसोसिएट करते हो। ये ऐसे ही हम लोग ने सबने देखना चालू किया। योगेश ट्रॉफीज के लिए नापोली फैन नहीं बना, ही वॉच नापोली विद कंपैरिजन टू अदर टीम्स और वो नापोली फैन बना। हम आपको अपनी टीम ज्यादा बोलेंगे, टू बी फेयर, मैं बोलूंगा इंटर सपोर्ट कर लो, योगेश बोलेगा नापोली सपोर्ट कर लो, डीजे भाई विल कम इन, हिल से यूवे सपोर्ट कर लो। आई वुड रिकमेंड आप एक दो मैच डेज देखो, आप आराम से देखो, आप डिसाइड कर लो, आप पे रखता हूँ मैं, ऑनेस्टली, टू बी फेयर।
डिसाइड कुछ भी करना है, लास्ट में नापोली पिक करना
नहीं नहीं, अगर आपको 10th प्लेस फिनिश चाहिए तो नापोली ले लो, ठीक है।
है।
पर लेट मी जस्ट पुल अप दैट ब्रॉडकास्ट, तब तक बाकी के कमेंट्स ले रहे हैं एंड से योगेश में, मीर आई जस्ट पुल दैट अप बिकॉज आई जस्ट फाउंड दैट आर्टिकल एंड इट्स नॉट अ वेरी, क्या बोलते हैं, कॉमन आर्टिकल, मतलब इतना क्या बोलते हैं, पॉपुलर आर्टिकल नहीं है, व्यूज में इतने आसानी से मिलता नहीं है। लेट आई जस्ट फाउंड इट अगेन, तब तक लेना कमेंट्स योगेश,
या
वी विल गो बैक।
डेफिनेटली। इस सीजन सबसे अंडररेटेड फ्योरेंटीना जा रही है। लाइक फेडेक्स यूएसए इस सीजन सबसे
हाँ,
अंडररेटेड फ्योरेंटीना जा रही है। लुक एट द स्क्वाड एंड ट्रांसफर्स दे गॉट, पैलाडिनो
पर
डेफिनेटली है।
फेडेक्स पर फेडेक्स देख कोच अच्छा है, बट ट्रांसफर्स करने बाकी, अभी हम सुन रहे दे माइट साइन गुडमनसन। कंट्रोवर्शियल मूव है। अगर गुडमैनसन कन्विक्ट हो गया सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट के केस में और उसका हियरिंग अक्टूबर में, दे लूज गुडमैनसन इफ दे साइन हिम, समझ रहा है?
Yeah,
इसलिए दैट्स व्हाई
yeah.
इंटर एंड यूवे डोंट वांट टू साइन गुडमैनसन। वही एक रीजन
Fiorentina
है।
is Fiorentina is also linked with Jens Cajuste of Napoli.
हाँ, वो लोग देख, वो लोग टैनर टेस्मन भी है वेनेजिया का मिडफील्डर, उससे भी लिंक्ड है। सो लिंक्स होंगे, बट दे नीड टू बी स्मार्ट अबाउट व्हाट दे डू। एक मिनट यार, ये आर्टिकल में खुद दिख रहा है, देख ले। दिस इज फॉर द ब्रॉडकास्ट लेटेस्ट विच अजय भाई सेंट मी इन द मॉर्निंग। एक्चुअली दिख रहा है योगेश?
हाँ, yes, दिख रहा है.
So basically, this is apparently some Dubai-based this thing platform called Galaxy Racer. एक तो सारा नाम देख के लग रहा है कोई वीडियो गेम है, ठीक है? Dubai based some platform, gaming platform है obviously, says near
Mhm.
European deals in India. Dubai based gaming and media company Galaxy Racer is close to securing rights to La Liga, Ligue 1 and Serie A in India. That's it. That's the article. I guess you have to unlock the rest of the article by subscribing यार। वो सब नहीं करना चाहता, but I
ये
guess
हाँ, पर हम एक काम करते हैं, गैलेक्सी रेसर के बारे में थोड़ा सर्च करो ना, क्या है ये?
मुझे खुद पता नहीं यार, वही मैं देख रहा हूँ। मैंने सुबह को देखा, ये है। पॉल रॉय लुक्स लाइक साउंड्स इंडियन ऑब्वियसली। Oh, Battlegrounds Mobile India Counter Strike. Ah,
ओह,
that is why. सैमसंग गैलेक्सी का कौन सा चैनल है? सो आप देख रहे हो यार, मैं विकिपीडिया की इधर ये नहीं करना चाहता। गैलेक्सी रेजर इज एन ई स्पोर्ट्स गेमिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। सो अपेरेंटली ये लोग को राइट्स मिलने वाला है। नाउ विल दीस गाइज हैव देयर ओन प्लेटफॉर्म और विल दे पार्टनर विद अ ब्रॉडकास्ट? यूजुअली कैसा होता है, जब कोई बाहर का लेता है वो लोग लोकल से पार्टनर अप करके करते हैं योगेश ब्रॉडकास्ट। सो लेट्स सी। पर ये देखो यार, इनके गेम्स वेम्स है, बट साउंड इट वेरी स्ट्रेंज न्यूज व्हेन आई सॉ इट। होपफुली अपने लिए अच्छा होगा योगेश, दैट्स ऑल आई कैन थिंक। ई स्पोर्ट्स टीम से आदित्य, बाकी कमेंट्स में भी आ जाता। मिहिर सेज व्हाट द हेल। आई नो दिस इज द लास्ट थिंग ऑल ऑफ अस एक्सपेक्टेड कि गैलेक्सी रेसर करके कोई कोई राइट्स लेगा। पर चलो यार,
Arun
अरुण इज
is
हियर।
also here in the chat. Hi Arun, how are you, man? Long
या
time no see.
या बहुत टाइम के बाद आया। वेल लेट्स गेट टू द जर्सीज गाइस। बहुत टाइम हो गया इस पे यार, इसमें साला ब्रॉडकास्ट पे ही बहुत ये सब करते बैठेंगे। जर्सीज होगा नहीं, दो क्लब की जर्सीज बात कर ली। अटालांटा पे आते हैं। आप लोग अपनी रेटिंग्स देते रहो। तो फनीली इनफ, अटालांटा का होम किट हैज द स्पॉन्सर ऑफ नापोली। ओल्ड नापोली स्पॉन्सर
Yeah,
लेते,
yeah,
नापोली
yeah.
का किट लेते से एसोसिएट होते हैं। पर आप लोग बताओ, आपको इस किट के बारे में कैसा लगता है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? हाउ मच वुड यू रेट इट इन द चैट एंड हाउ मच वुड योगेश वुड यू रेट इट? बिकॉज वो लेते लोगों को मेरे लिए थोड़ा ज्यादा बड़ा है यार, कुछ ज्यादा ही बड़ा है। मतलब ये थोड़ा बेटर इमेज होगा, ये वो लेडी ने पहना इधर। बट यार इट्स टू बिग फॉर मी। क्या लगता है तुझे? राडिची ग्रुप का स्पॉन्सर क्या लग रहा है? होम होम वाला सिर्फ बता।
यार ये तो like it is sort of indistinguishable from Inter का jersey, like काफी
वो देख,
similar
वो
लग
कलर सेम है, वो कलर सेम है, राइट? वो क्या ही कर सकते हैं अपन। पर क्या लगता है? रेटिंग दे यार, रेटिंग दे।
कुछ इमेजिनेशन इन लोगों ने ज्यादा यूज नहीं किया, काफी ब्लैंड रखा है. आई वुड गिव इट 6 out of 10 यार.
6। आई गिव इट 7, 6.5, बिकॉज वो लेते लोगों मेरे लिए खराब कर देगा। इट्स टू बिग। और वो तू राइडिची वाला स्पॉन्सर देख रहा है, राइट राइट पे, उसकी वजह से अटालांटा का लोगो बहुत छोटा लग रहा है। लेफ्ट पे स्पॉन्सर जोमा, बहुत छोटा लग रहा है मेरे को वो लोगो। ये देख तू
या
फिर से, अभी
या
इधर नहीं वो राइट पे। सो दैट्स व्हाई आई वाज नॉट अ बिग फैन। बाकी कमेंट्स पे आएंगे गाइस, अगर
अटलांटा
आपको
का
कुछ।
अटलांटा का लोगो कितना अच्छा है. दे शुड हैव गिवन इट मोर प्रोमिनेंस.
या दैट्स ट्रू, दैट्स ट्रू। 6 बोल रहा है डार्क लॉर्ड। निशान से 5/10। और कोई रेटिंग्स? अरुण कृष्णन से 5/10। इंटर 2.0। और भी रेटिंग्स दो यार आप लोग। अटलांटा है तो इसलिए ये मत करो, रेटिंग्स देना मत बंद करो यार, ऐसा थोड़ी होता है। आई मीन स्टिल अ बिग टीम यार, कम ऑन। अटलांटा का ये होम किट है, आई विल गिव इट अ 6.5 यार। आई थिंक इट्स ऑलराइट। मिहिर भाई से 6। आई विल गो टू द अवे किट यार। ये अवे किट, दिस इज टिपिकल अटलांटा व्हाइट अवे किट। व्हाई इज इट नॉट ओपनिंग द? मैं अवे पे क्लिक किया, साला अवे क्यों नहीं खोल रहा है? हाँ, ये रहा। a better view, a plain view. But you saw that guy wearing it. क्या लगता है? It's all. I feel this is better than the home for some reason. थोड़ा लोगों को जस्टिस कर रहा है। क्या लगता है तुझे? लाइक मतलब लोगो एटलीस्ट क्लियरली विजिबल है योगेश। क्या लगता है तुझे?
दिखाना नीचे बड़े वाले में, दिखाना एक बार.
हाँ, वो थोड़ा अनक्लियर है ऑब्वियसली इमेज। ये रहा। मतलब एटलीस्ट आई नो इधर बीच में राडिची ग्रुप का स्पॉन्सर है जो इधर नहीं है,
हाँ.
पर इधर एटलीस्ट द लोगो लुक्स अ बिट थोड़ा रेट्रोइश, थोड़ा बेटर आई फील एटलीस्ट पर्सनली। क्या लगता है, कितना देगा इसको तू?
या ये होम किट से तो बेटर ही है. लोगो भी
हाँ,
काफी अच्छा दिख रहा है इसके अंदर,
वही
लाइक
वही वही।
ओरिजिनल जर्सी
या
पे लोगों को इतना प्रोमिनेंस दिया ही नहीं. यहाँ पे काफी अच्छा लग रहा है.
हाँ,
आई वुड
आई
गिव इट
गिव
7.5 out of 10.
वाओ 7.5 मैं इसको देगा यार 7 शायद 7 आई थिंक इट्स गुड बट मे बी नथिंग ग्रेट पर से ये अपना क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग लोगों की रेटिंग्स देखते हैं फेडेक्स यूएस इज 4 आई गेस यू मीन फॉर द होम किट रविंद्र से 6 ऑन 10 फॉर अटालांटा होम किट आई गेस रविंद्र यू मीन या अवे लेटेस्ट स्पॉन्सर देख के मर्टेंस की याद आ गई करेक्ट एग्जैक्टली यार वही 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 फेडेक्स इज क्या बोलते हैं फेडेक्स इज 7 फॉर द अवे डार्क लॉर्ड्स इज 7 निशान से 7 This is 7.5, Mir says 6, Santosh says 6. ठीक है. I guess Atalanta have not launched a third kit because there is no mention here. So yeah, because मैंने भी न्यूज में कोई थर्ड किट का मेंशन नहीं दिखा आज तक. So we can move on from Atalanta. We have covered Monza का ने अभी तक कोई भी किट लॉन्च नहीं किया. If you have just joined us, रोमा का कवर कर लिया. Atalanta. Let's go to Bologna. Bologna has kept it very simple, almost similar to last season. थोड़ा golden trim add किया इस पे. Funnily enough,
Hmm.
Calafiori was also there in the photo shoot. This is a good picture though, to be fair. ये
Yeah,
क्लासिक
yeah.
बोलोनिया है दे हैव स्टक टू देयर क्या बोलते हैं आइडेंटिटी रोसो ब्लू बोलते हैं रेड एंड ब्लू क्या लगता है
Hmm.
आप क्या रेटिंग दोगे कमेंट्स में कोमो पे आते हैं आदित्य विल कम टू कोमो वी आर गोइंग अल्फाबेटिकली वी आर नॉट गोइंग टेबल वाइज या लास्ट सीजन ऐसा कुछ नहीं अल्फाबेटिकली जा रहे हैं सो व्हाट वुड यू गिव दिस रेटिंग लाइक इसको कितना आप रेट करोगे और योगेश तू कितना रेट करेगा इसको
पहले तो अच्छी बात है हम लोग अल्फाबेटिकली जा रहे हैं, टेबल
हाँ
वाइज जाते हैं तो मुझे बहुत बुरा लगता है।
या नापोली 10th बट हाउ मच वुड यू
अ,
गिव
ये जर्सी काफी अच्छी लग रही है, लाइक क्लासिक बोलोनिया जर्सी है।
या
बैच भी काफी इनका अच्छा दिख रहा है। आई वुड
हाँ
गिव इट अ सॉलिड 8 आउट ऑफ 10।
8 on 10 मे बी 8 on 10 अग्री करता हूँ इट्स वेरी प्लेन थोड़े गोल्डन ट्रिम्स भी है आई थिंक इधर तो हाँ ये रहा नीचे गोल्डन ट्रिम है इधर अगर तू देख रहा है एंड सपूटो इज द स्पॉन्सर इट्स देयर ओनर सपूटो उनका उसी का स्पॉन्सर है सो दे स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय देयर ओनर सो पैसा भी आ जाता है यू कैन सी द 23-24 का जो स्ट्राइप साइज है वो सेम ये लास्ट सीजन का था उनका 20 जो लेफ्ट पे है ना ये लास्ट सीजन का था और उस पर देखता है बोलोनिया का लोगो भी था वो आई थिंक दैट वाज अ बेटर किट बट आई थिंक दिस इज आल्सो ऑलमोस्ट गुड ओनली आई फील सो ये 8 on 10 दूंगा आज लोगों की रेटिंग्स देखते हैं 7 on 10 says आदित्य दे says 8 on 10 मीर says 7 फेडेक्स says 8 निशान से 6 on 10 फॉर होम आई गेस तू बोलोनिया बोल रहा है निशांत की कोई और क्लब का आई गेस यू डिडंट लाइक इट दैट्स फेयर अरुण से 7.5 होम एंड अवे फॉर बोलोनिया 6 on 10 वो तो ले लिया था बोल्ट से आई एम एन इंटर मिलान फैन संतोष से सटल कलर्स आदित्य से सपोर्ट का क्या Rosonera says Forza Milan. Nice to have you, yaar. First time seeing you on the channel. Nice to have you. Santosh says 5 on 10. Wow, wow. Bologna का किड लोगों को I guess पसंद नहीं आया योगेश थोड़े लोगों को.
या कुछ
But no,
डिफरेंस नहीं है ना ज्यादा, लाइक।
fair enough. Yeah, पर क्या ही बोल सकते हैं. I mean, they've kept it simple, right? अभी ये away kit देख लो यार. ये this also again looks good to be fair. The simplicity, right? I
या
mean,
या
ऑब्वियसली अगर आप देखो तो बहुत सिंपल रखा है व्हाइट और रोसो ब्लू के सिर्फ बैंड है रेड और ब्लू एंड वेरी सिंपल क्या देगा इसको योगेश तो
यार, ये पहली बात तो लाइक ये प्लेयर्स का जो फ्रेम कैप्चर किया ये काफी अच्छा लग रहा है, लाइक इट
या
लुक्स
दे हैव डन अ गुड जॉब
बैकग्राउंड एंड हिस्ट्री एंड एवरीथिंग, तो
या
हिस्ट्री को अपनी जस्टिफाई कर रहा है। आई वुड
हाँ
गिव दिस 8.5 आउट ऑफ 10 यार।
या फेडेक्स आल्सो गिव इट 8.5 आप लोग भी बताओ यार क्या दे रहे हो मे बी आई विल स्टिल गिव दिस एन 8 ओनली आई थिंक बोथ आर वेरी सिंपल एंड गुड कुछ ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेट नहीं किया ये लोग ने सो एज यू कैन सी दिस इज अ थ्रो बैक टू द 94 1924 25 शर्ट सो यू कैन सी दिस राइट योगेश
या
it's a
या
throwback to a retro so good दिख रहा है वो throwback so I agree I think this is very good 8 on 10 दूंगा कॉलर भी देख लो आप मैक्रॉन है 1925 Scudetto 100 year it's the 100 year anniversary of their
हम्म
Scudetto that is why so we pretty much got the reason respect so I can understand maybe फिर उसके लिए मैं 0.5 डाल देता हूँ चल 8.5 थोड़ा थोड़ा रिस्पेक्ट उसके लिए बिकॉज वी नो एक्चुअली अगर आप जानते नहीं हो अगर आप नए हो सेरिया को बोलोनिया हैज 7 सेरिया टाइटल्स राइट
या या
so Bologna योगेश थोड़ा दुखी होगा because that's more than Napoli but that is true Bologna is a very successful club from the past so yeah Nishan says
and it
7.
says ki, away full sleeve would look good. Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
have to agree
that's
with
true.
it.
That's true. They says 8.5. Aditya says 9. Mihir says 7. Away full sleeve would look good. Rosonera says yes, it's my first live. But I've watched all your videos. I love this channel. I love each every one of you. Texted you guys on Instagram a few days ago. Yes. I did check your message out. Acha, it was you because it was a very nice message. We appreciate your support here because I didn't realize it was you. बहुत kind message था. So I'm glad you're supporting the channel here. I'm glad you watched the videos as well. Ravindra says Bologna away kit looks fairly generic to me. Home kit was better. Fair enough, Ravindra. Different taste. 5 on 10. टोरिनो के कितने सेरिया टाइटल्स है? दैट्स अ गुड पॉइंट. बिकॉज एक चीज मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ आदित्य, टोरिनो ना अगर वो सुपर का डिजास्टर नहीं हुआ होता, आई थिंक योगेश और मैं अग्री करते, दे वुड हैव बीन फार मोर अ सक्सेस. मतलब जनरली आई मीन इन देयर ओन हिस्ट्री they would have been far more a successful club, right, Yogesh? In general, क्या
Yeah,
लगता है?
definitely. Definitely, like यूवेंटस को sort of like I don't know if यूवेंटस को आउटशाइन करते थे, बट दे वुड हैव
हाँ,
बीन मच मच मोर सक्सेसफुल. लाइक अभी
या
करंट टाइम्स जैसा हम लोग लाइक मजाक भी करते हैं कि टोरिनो ऑलवेज
हमेशा
फिनिश एट द 10th पोजीशन, जैसा हम
या
मजाक भी करते हैं. तो इट वुड नॉट हैव बीन लाइक दैट. लाइक दे वुड हैव बीन अ वेरी सक्सेसफुल क्लब इफ नॉट फॉर दैट डिजास्टर.
या
टोरिनो ने कितने टाइटल जीते, ये तो
सात
लुकअप
सात
करना पड़ेगा.
सात 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 सात. आई जस्ट वांटेड टू ब्रिंग अप दैट सात है, सात है. But quite a successful club, Aditya. Ravindra, I know Ravindra is a UA fan, but I think even he will agree Torino would have been a very successful team अगर वो disaster नहीं हुआ होता उनके साथ तो. Anurag says love you guys from Bhopal. Just asking, don't mind. Yogesh भाई, are you a Bihari? ये बता दे भाई.
No, यार, not. I'm not
हंस
from
क्यों रहा है
Bihar.
भाई? हंस क्यों रहा है?
I'm
And
born
I'm
and
not a
brought up in Mumbai only.
yeah,
Born
same
and brought
same.
up from
I'm not.
Mumbai. My parents were also born and brought up in Mumbai. मेरे grandfather was born in Uttar Pradesh, so that link I have.
Yeah, yeah. Even I'm completely from Mumbai. That's the thing. मैं गुज्जू गुज्जू नहीं हूँ, मैं गुजरात से नहीं हूँ, मतलब कुछ नहीं, मैं मुंबई का ही हूँ भाई पूरा. मतलब कैन यू टेल मी द बेस्ट क्लब ऑफ सेरिया अपार्ट फ्रॉम द टॉप 5? दैट्स अ गुड क्वेश्चन. एक क्विकली लेके आई वांट टू गो बैक टू द जर्सीज बिकॉज कितना मिनट हुआ है? आधे घंटे के ऊपर हो गया ना, थोड़ा भगाना पड़ेगा
Yeah,
आज बिकॉज हम लोग को थोड़ा
yes.
न्यूज में डिस्कस करना है. या सो व्हाट वुड वी से बोलो, अगर आप सिर्फ ट्रॉफी या फैन बेस भी पूछ रहे हो संतोष, बिकॉज बहुत फर्क है. आई विल टेल यू देयर इज क्वाइट अ डिफरेंस, राइट? तो
Mm-hmm.
अगर देख, मैं बोलोनिया एक नाम दूंगा, स्टोरीनो भी डेफिनेटली दूंगा. अह,
But ये top 5 में है कौन कौन? Like
हाँ,
UA,
तेरे टॉप
Inter.
5 एक काम कर, तू तेरा टॉप 5 बता, उसके हिसाब से मैं बोलूंगा बिकॉज द टॉप 5 कैन बी डिफरेंट. कैसा होता है ना संतोष, सेरिया में देयर आर 7 सिस्टर्स. वो ट्रेडिशनल 7 सिस्टर्स है और थोड़े नए नए 7 सिस्टर्स है.
Mm-hmm.
नए 7 सिस्टर्स में अटालांटा है एंड ओल्डर ट्रेडिशनल में अटालांटा नहीं है बेसिकली. सो तू तेरा टॉप 5 बता, उसके हिसाब से आई विल मे बी वील टेल यू समथिंग. तब तक
Yeah,
थोड़े और
we'll
कमेंट्स लेके वील मूव
comment.
ऑन.
Yeah,
थोड़े
yeah.
फटाफट कमेंट्स लेके वील मूव ऑन. I hope Bologna shines under Italiano, says Ravindra. Ravindra, personally, I hope Italiano can prove me wrong. मुझे वो इतना पसंद नहीं है. और हम लोग सेरिया टीम्स की प्रीव्यू करने वाले सीजन के लिए, इट्स नॉट लुकिंग गुड फॉर बोलोनिया. मैं कल
Mm-hmm.
न्यूज पढ़ रहा था यार, 4-5 योगेश मेन प्लेयर इंजर्ड बैठे हैं. नया साइनिंग हमेल्स का साइनिंग बॉटल कर दिया. हमेल्स की जगह हरमोसो साइन कर रहा था, वो भी हरमोसो ने
वो
रिजेक्ट
भी
कर दिया.
होगा. Yeah.
रिजेक्ट कर दिया एंड देव एंडेड अप साइनिंग मार्टिन अर्लिच. बहुत एवरेज प्लेयर है यार, सासोलो का डिफेंडर. सो इट्स नॉट लुकिंग गुड फॉर बोलोनिया. आई एम वेरी सैड, इट्स नॉट लुकिंग गुड. सॉरी, निशान से आई थिंक नहीं यार, योगेश इज नॉट, जैसे योगेश ने बोला एंड आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम गुजरात. परम को गुज्जू बना दिया से अरुण. ऑल्दो आई एम अ यूए फैन, आई अप्रिशिएट
संतोष has
बुंजोर्नो.
come back. Like संतोष बोल रहे हैं उनके top 5 में इंटर, एसी
आता हूँ
मिलान,
आता हूँ
नापोली, यूवे, रोमा.
आता हूँ उस पे आता हूँ. एक मिनट दे, उसको उधर ही रख, मैं आता हूँ. I'll just take Ravindra's comment. Although I'm a UA fan, I appreciate Buongiorno's decision to not come to UA. He cited the Super का. हाँ देख रविंद्र, this is what I was saying कि Buongiorno जो नापोली का नया साइनिंग है सेंटर बैक, he has
Mhm.
been at Torino since the age of 7, right? एंड जो
Yeah.
सुपर का डिजास्टर की जो एनिवर्सरी जो लीड करता है हर साल, he cannot join UA. That's it. It would have been super disrespectful. Ravindra gets it. So I'm glad as a UA fan you have brought this up. I'm very glad. Rosonera says I'm a Srivastava too. क्या coincidence है यार. क्या coincidence है. Out of top 5 Napoli.
अरुण भाई ने ट्रोल करना स्टार्ट कर दिया.
पार्मा इज अ गुड शाउट फॉर टॉप क्लब. पर पार्मा का क्या है ना आदित्य, अभी नाउ इट डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ मच सेरिया टाइटल्स पे तो कितना वेटेज डालता है एज अपोज टू द यूरोपा लीग टाइटल दे वन, ऑब्वियसली यूएफए कप एट द टाइम, राइट? सो
Mhm.
बट अ वेरी गुड शाउट आउट फॉर पार्मा. आई थिंक दे डिजर्व टू बी इन द कॉन्वर्सेशन फॉर श्योर. वो लोग सेरिया कभी जीते नहीं है, रनर अप रहे. संतोष इज इंटर, एसी मिलान, नापोली, यूए एंड रोमा, राइट? देख इंटर, यूए, एसी मिलान तो डेफिनेटली टॉप 3 में आता है. योगेश भी अग्री करेगा. ये तीन,
Yeah,
इनको बिग
yeah.
3 बोलते हैं. ये ट्रेडिशनल. उसके बाद क्वेश्चन आता है, देख नापोली का कैसा रहा है मैं तुझे बोलता हूँ. दे हैव ऑलवेज बीन बिटवीन टॉप बॉटम, राइट? एक्सट्रीम क्लब है बहुत. योगेश को क्रेडिट दो कि वो नापोली को सपोर्ट करता है ये सब के बावजूद, ऑनेस्टली. तो योगेश डेफिनेटली डालेगा टॉप 5 में. आई हैव टू थिंक अबाउट इट बिकॉज बोलोनिया के साथ सेरिया टाइटल है, बट नापोली हैज अ यूरोपियन ट्रॉफी, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग,
Mhm.
इफ आई रिकॉल. सो बहुत टफ हो जाता है यार संतोष. फैन बेस नापोली का बहुत बड़ा है. अगर तू नापोली और का फैन बेस कंपेयर करेगा बोलोनिया और टोरिनो के फैन बेस से, नापोली हैज अ लॉट ऑफ फैंस अब्रॉड इन यूएस एंड ऑल
Yeah,
दीज
yeah.
कंट्रीज. सो देन दैट्स अ क्वेश्चन एज वेल. देख आई नो अल्टीमेटली ट्रॉफीज सक्सेस को मेजर करती है, बट फैन बेस को भी आप डिस्काउंट नहीं कर सकते. आई नो इंटर यूए एसी मिलान हैव देयर ओन वेरी बिग फैन बेस, but after that
Mhm.
Roma also has a big fan base outside. Parma also has a fairly big fan base, bigger than I would say Bologna and Torino outside Italy. Parma. So
Yeah.
that brings up the point earlier कि which club is bigger. बहुत टफ होता है यार. तू क्या डालेगा टॉप 5 में योगेश?
टॉप फाइव में तो ये क्लब्स के अलावा लाइक संतोष अगर पूछ रहा है विच अदर क्लब अपार्ट फ्रॉम टॉप फाइव, राइट? कैन यू टेल मी द बेस्ट क्लब्स ऑफ सेरिया अपार्ट फ्रॉम द टॉप फाइव?
फटाफट बोल. We'll go back to the jerseys.
आई वुड से एटलांटा. एटलांटा को ये टॉप फाइव में इंक्लूड नहीं किया, तो
हाँ.
एटलांटा हैज अ वेरी गुड
Atalanta.
हिस्ट्री एज वेल. या
Atalanta. Never.
या
Wow. Very shocked with that inclusion.
थोड़ा सा रीसेंसी बायस है, बट डेफिनेटली
ठीक है. Fair
एटलांटा.
enough. Fair enough. लाजियो नेक्स्ट बैक से अरुण कृष्णन हट. लाजियो की फनी स्टोरी यार. मतलब दे लुक लाजियो का हम लोग ना बहुत मजाक उड़ाते हैं, बट एक दिन लाइक जब हम लोग ना 24-25 सीजन का ना प्रीव्यू करने वाले हैं. लाइक वी आर गोइंग टू प्रीव्यू ऑल 20 टीम्स. उसमें लाजियो को थोड़ा जस्टिस करेंगे बिकॉज आई नो वी हैव नॉट टॉक्ड मच अबाउट लाजियो. और थोड़ा है यार, मतलब बिकॉज ऑफ देयर फैंस इट्स वेरी डिसअपॉइंटिंग टू कवर दैट क्लब, बट वी लाइक जनरली नॉट ऑल लाजियो फैंस आर लाइक दैट. ये भी आपको याद करना पड़ता है. So we are
या
definitely going to talk a bit more about Lazio. Lazio is quite a successful club. मतलब decently successful है. So they also deserve credit to be fair. Have you guys watched All or Nothing UA? हाँ देखा है, but यार it's very hard to like it as an Inter fan. Yeah, you get what I mean, right? They मतलब how मतलब I get what it
यस.
is.
या
UA
धनंजय भैया.
डीजे भाई आ गए. यूए का नाम लिया एंड डीजे भाई इज हियर यार. Oh, I
I
guess he's
heard
stuck,
it.
but
I heard it offline.
you heard it right. No, what do you want to say about the All or Nothing series, DJ for the for UA? How do you think it was worth it? मतलब, do you think it was good as a UA fan?
To be honest, guys, I felt it was very polarizing in the sense that the Italian didn't help. I mean, I feel like, not just Juve, Italian clubs in general are very elitist in mindset, at least with the
Yeah,
bigger clubs. And
yeah,
they tend to stay very Italian centric. Like they don't want to open up to emerging markets where
yeah,
they, when new fans come into the game, when they do things like this, they kind of block those guys from coming into that fan base.
yeah.
And Juve kind of did that. I feel like the all or nothing. To me, the one that I enjoyed the most was the Man City
Wow.
um, all or nothing. I feel like Arsenal also was not up to scratch. Man City was quite interesting. Juve,
You're
I
saying only that, you're only saying that because of the UCL final.
no. It was in general. I think also Pep is that kind of character. So when you go behind the
Yeah,
scenes and he's that dramatic personality.
yeah,
Juve was very underwhelming, yeah, and I feel like it's just so happened that perhaps it would have made a diff if this wasn't during COVID and there was a little bit more energy of the stadiums. You would have felt a little bit more.
yeah, yeah.
Plus,
Fair enough.
Ronaldo being and club stadiums, I think it was all very very underwhelming.
Yeah. That's true. I mean,
So
like I
not
was
my
really,
favorite. I feel like it was a
yeah.
wasted opportunity.
Yeah, I was. That's what I was saying. I was trying to watch it as a neutral also because obviously I'm very into football documentaries and I watched it. I watched the whole thing. But obviously, as a rival, it's very difficult to find to pick things to like. But obviously, I think in the whole the whole framework of things, I understand what you mean because it felt like for a club like UA also you expected a bit more from that documentary. There was something. It's very hard to maybe the whole pandemic situation and everything. Maybe that's what it was. I felt something was missing from that documentary. I don't know. Like it just felt a bit incomplete for me, even as a neutral when I tried to watch it. But yeah,
Yeah, I
let's move
fully
to
agree.
rating. Yeah. Let's move to rating it. So DJ, why we started rating just jerseys is more of a casual stream discussing a bit of news, rating the jerseys for all 20 clubs. Yogesh, if you can pull that up, we are at Cagliari, DJ bhai. So we'll start with you. Like, what are your thoughts on this kit? Cagliari's away kit. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this, man.
Yeah, quite underwhelming. Very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I know,
beauty of the
especially
kit.
you're very privy with this whole field, like in general with the aesthetics of things. I know you're in marketing and everything, so what do you make of this? It feels too much, right?
Yeah, very cluttered. It's got to be like I would say this is. the logo on top, then Mobi, then your crest,
Yeah,
plus the colors would have been interesting if it had been a little plainer.
yeah,
Uh, but Param, the thing is now it's very interesting is that when we look at the kit in isolation, just as an image, as against
yeah,
when
yeah,
players wear it in the context of the field, don't forget
yeah,
green also creates that context. Might look good on the field. Personally, for
yeah.
me, I feel like that Mobi would have looked nice if that Sardinia wasn't above it.
Fair enough. How much would you rate it? How much would you rate it on 10?
Yeah, I think only because of the two sponsors
Yeah,
and the names, I feel like I would give it a 5 on 10.
fair enough. योगेश कितना देगा यार इसको? एक क्या मतलब? What do you think? Because
Yeah, I'll
I
be a
agree.
bit brutal. Yeah, I'll be a bit brutal. 2 out of 10. Like it doesn't look good at all.
Yeah. FedEx also says 2 out of 10. They says 1. Mihir says 4. FedEx is in agreement with DJ, but he says, "What is that sponsor?" I think it kills the jersey. Yeah, they says Ronaldo was marketable figure in the series for UA all or nothing. I became a City fan because of. Okay, fair enough. Fair play to you. Uh, yeah, but yeah, I think I agree with DJ. By this jersey is too much. The sponsor. I feel if there was one less sponsor, it could have looked way better. And I'll also give it like a 3 on 10 probably. Nothing unique for me. Like it's too. I guess the lower teams need all these sponsors as well. I guess for the money at the end of the day, so they can't really
Yeah.
help it.
Arun
But
says it's 9/10 for favorite bias.
okay, fair enough. This does this look better to you, DJ Bhai? Like the black, golden. I mean, the sponsor is still there, but I mean, does this look better to you by any chance?
I think sharper because the colors are reversed, na? So basically, it becomes both the
Yeah,
sponsors are one color, so it'll perhaps look better on the field than the other one.
fair
I'd
enough.
give this a 6.
6. Yeah, I think I agree with you. 6 is more than fair. The sponsors are still too much. Yogesh कितना देगा यार तू?
I'll give it a 7/10.
Fair enough. आप लोग भी बताओ यार chat में. You guys have been rating for so long. Just keep those comments incoming. I've seen a lot of interesting questions and comments. Just one question, just to divert from the jerseys a bit, because we are mixing it up of sorts, DJ, by between news and everything.
Sure.
Yogesh, is Maradona your goat? Mir asks you, is he really your goat or is there someone else?
Yeah, definitely. यार Maradona is my goat.
हाँ,
And in recent times, like मैंने तो Maradona को like live कभी देखा नहीं खेलते हुए. I saw
yeah,
Maradona coach Argentina.
yeah,
Did saw that.
yeah.
But Maradona is definitely the goat.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I want to ask DJ about a bit about UA before we move back to the jersey. Yeah, DJ bhai, latest news a bit surprised yaar main tha because you guys are now linked with Nico Gonzalez suddenly. First it was Atalanta, now it's UA, and I guess there is a battle between the two clubs to sign Nico Gonzalez from Fiorentina. Happy with that news? Do you think he's more like an Adeyemi alternative, cheaper alternative of sorts?
I don't know. I'm more excited about Adeyemi, but I feel that Nico Gonzalez rumor is a little bit of posturing by Juve because we want Coop Miners. We know Atlanta wants Gonzalez. Just throwing a hat into the ring and saying, "Chalo," we're also playing that game. But Nico is. I feel that Nico is a very very interesting prospect. He's not the finished article. So
Hmm.
um, I think he will have to be a little disciplined under Thiago Motta, but he would definitely fit the system. And I
Hmm. Hmm,
think
hmm.
if there's a coach who can kind of, accelerate be a catalyst in his growth, it would be Thiago Motta.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, definitely I get where you're coming from. And
But I
Arun,
don't think Param, ye nahi hoga. This is just pressure for Coop Miners. I don't think we're serious. I think we were more serious about Adeyemi, but
yeah,
let's see. Still time. Last month. Now
yeah,
the clock is really ticking.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I can relate as well because we also have a couple of signings to make. And as you said, it's already the 1st of August. There's only 16 days left for the season to start. So, yeah, definitely. And Arun says for the Cagliari kids, there is a deeper meaning behind for both kids. And I just checked that out. That's true. They basically represent Cagliari's, farming culture and the sea. So that's fair. I guess reasoning ke liye, maybe, yeah, that's a good way to look at it, Arun. Ki, yeah, maybe the ratings probably should be a bit higher. Good attempt at that. Thanks for pointing that out. Let's move on to the kids. Then we'll keep on juggling between the news. Uh, FedEx says Nico Gonzalez just put pressure on Atalanta so that they to sell Coop Miners. Fair enough. I guess that is a tactic. Rossonera says Black Cagliari kit 5/10, White one 2/10. Arun, yes, I did check the explanation out. It's quite good. Definitely a valid point. Now the black looks much better, says Ravindra. I'm biased towards black in general, so maybe a 6.5. Uh, Nishan says, do you guys think Maradona was tackled very hard in matches? DJ Bhai is the best one to answer this, I guess. In general, I feel because he's
Yeah,
watched.
I think we also very similar. Like when you see with Messi, look, I have a very controversial opinion, or maybe not, but I think Maradona was better than Messi. Did not see him. Did not see him live. Obviously, believe it or not, I was very young at the time. But uh, uh, from everything that, like, Italian 90s, the first time that I got to experience Maradona a little bit, and then that little bit in USA 94, but it wasn't
Hmm.
enough really to see
Yeah,
him live. But
fair play. Fair
um,
play.
definitely temperamentally the bigger player, with than Messi.
Hmm.
He never depended on anyone. He's the guy who drove the team.
Hmm.
Nothing was made easy for him, and he was a very diminutive player. And in fact, at that time, defenders were a lot harder than they are today.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was it wasn't that same finesse in when it came to tackling and stuff. And I think Maradona had a very rough game, but he was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's a fair way to say it as well. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's a very unique perspective too. We Yogesh bhai, we'll come to the rest of the chat because I know बहुत questions. I'll come to that. Uh, we'll go to Como Yogesh quickly because somebody asked about
Yeah,
Como's jerseys, and I feel
yeah.
they're a very big downgrade from last season. I'm sorry, like Adidas has completely killed the vibe. We addressed it the other day Como के stream पे, but we'll just take a quick look. We'll just start with the ratings. आप लोग भी chat पे बताओ. We'll take the rest of your comments. Like, what is this, man? Like, I know it's a tribute to again a bit of their culture. We'll look at home and away together only. You pretty much get the gist because it's so plain. क्या रेटिंग दोगे यार आप लोग होम अवे को? योगेश, I'll start with you this time. Like, what is this?
या एडिडास ने पूरा ओवरशैडो कर दिया लाइक
Yeah.
कोमो का जो लाइक एक ओरिजिनलिटी है वो निकल के आ नहीं रही है. I would give it a
हाँ.
5 out of 10, like because I expected, just because I had a lot of expectations from Como.
Fair play, fair play. I'll also give it like a 5 on 10. Yeah, at best. Like, I don't know what is this. Like, seriously, DJ, what would you rate this year? Matlab, I'm a bit
Guys,
disappointed.
very honestly, it's a very clean jersey. I don't
Wow,
understand. Maybe y'all can enlighten me on the significance of the bars. But Uber as a
yeah,
sponsor is very clean. Like the
yeah.
cleaner it is, the more legible it is. Also with
Hmm.
Adidas, really, it makes their job easier when it's a solid color jersey rather than stripes. So
Hmm.
it reminded me at first glance a lot of the Schalke jersey. Uh,
Hmm.
I like it for most part, except the bars, which I don't quite understand.
Fair
And
play.
it's a given that these jerseys won't be tucked in because of the bars, because then they look really awkward. So
So I'll tell you one thing, DJ, by the bars, right? The content inside the bars, right? Whatever you see, the wavy
Pani,
stuff. Hapani. So that's supposed to represent Lake Como. Also, the entire jersey was full of this water wala design last season and looked really good. Like it was done very properly. I'll try to pull up an image, but that is why people are disappointed. DJ, by like you're right, it's very clean. Maybe if they wouldn't have put the bars, they would have had it something in a different manner. It would have looked better because otherwise, as you said, it looks a lot like Schalke's jersey. It's quite clean, but
it's
that's
very
why
clean.
people were,
Yeah.
yeah, people were a bit disappointed because they're comparing it to last season. I'll just pull up a quick image in a while, but I guess we all give it
Also,
like a.
maybe
How much
Param,
would you give it?
maybe deeper meaning. I don't know if it makes sense, but like the bars
Uh,
are ascending. So in a sense,
yeah,
it's about
fair enough.
a rising tide.
Yeah, yeah,
Like a wave or whatever. May
yeah, yeah.
have
That's true.
a certain visual.
That's true because Palermo's new logo is does signify that. I'm just trying to draw parallels, because Italians do like
Right.
doing this thing. That does signify. I think you're right. I think you've brought up a very good point over there.
मतलब
I
यार
think
चिंतन भाई on the chat
Chintan Bhai is
है.
here finally. Yeah, Chintan Bhai is
Hi,
here.
Chintan.
अरे
What is
चिंतन
up?
भाई
What is up, boys?
अरे चिंतन भाई क्या short on time? Yeah.
No, no, as in I've just got done with the game, yeah. So
अच्छा अरे यार चिंतन भाई अभी आगे चलो आपसे ही स्टार्ट करते हैं बिकॉज लोग पीपल वर आस्किंग आप किधर हो आपको भी पूछ लेता हूँ कोमो की जर्सी पे आपके क्या थॉट्स है बिकॉज मिक्स
the
बैग ऑफ रिव्यूज ओवर देयर यार चिंतन भाई
the the
जस्ट पुल इट
the
अप
the, the Wi-Fi network wala.
यस हाउ मच वुड यू रेट इट चिंतन भाई
Yeah, I like the last year's jersey was much better.
या
But yeah, I first of all, I think the bars are making it look bad. Yeah, so without the bars, it might just look decent. Plus,
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Like probably a 5, 6 or a like 6 on 10. Yeah, I like the
yeah,
color. The blue is amazing. But
yeah.
yeah, not nothing more than that. Yeah, like I don't like the Wi-Fi bars over there. Full network, low network. So I'm not into that, man. So
Yeah, people on the chat, you please rate it as well because some people, Rosonera says 5 on 10, don't like the bars. 4G network lag raha hai. Again, people are Uber sponsor looks good. RS says in agreement with DJ Bhai, simple and clean. So we have people who share DJ Bhai's opinion. Geo network के signal जैसा लग रहा है 5 on 10. Arun says 1.5 on 10. So this is for DJ Bhai. Then I'll ask Chintan Bhai a different question. But DJ Bhai, for you, FedEx asks, what are your top 5 UA players of all time?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good question.
I mean, too much on the. It requires a little thought. The list is long and
of all
distinguished,
time,
actually.
wow.
All
Yeah, yeah.
time is a heavy one. Yeah, it's a very heavy
You
one.
take your time. You take your time if you want. We can come back to
I
it.
might
Aram
need
se
a
just
I
go.
might need a week to decide because I've got too many
Oh,
favorites.
fair enough. Fair enough. No worries.
But I
Chintan bhai.
definitely Del Piero and Zidane are in that top five for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I would
And would
need a
you
little
put
time.
Platini as well?
Oh, good question.
Sorry, no, not in my top five. No,
He hasn't seen him play, I
not in
guess.
my top five. I think yeah. Also, it's bias obviously because Baggio, he's my favorite player of all time. So
Yeah,
Baggio would
yeah.
also have to figure. That will leave two. Too many to choose. Too many. I'll give that a thought
Really?
and come back, circle back. But these three for sure, Baggio, Del Piero, and Zizou are there, right up there for sure.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Arun
And
says
I
DCL.
circle back on
Yes.
Buffon, Pirlo, and the rest.
Yeah, of course. Arun says DCL aa gaya. Santosh says could have been 3 equal length of stripes. But I guess Santosh, to what DJ Bhai said, right? Maybe it signifies ki they want to keep growing. So you never know. Nishan says 5 on 10. Nishan says my top 5 viewer Pirlo, Baggio, Del Piero, Zizou, Buffon. Ravindra, who's a UA fan, says Del Piero, Platini, Baggio, Chiellini, and Trezeguet. Wow. Are Ronaldo and Dybala UA legends? RS asks. All for DJ Bhai.
Guys, Ronaldo's a legend of the game, yeah. Like wherever he goes, he's a legend. So I mean, I wasn't a big Ronaldo fan, but I don't know if it was the bias of when he signed for Juve, but just to see how he would train, I think it was very inspirational. And he's a guy who kind of, while he's very individual by nature, but he's a
Hmm.
guy who really gets the team to up their level, and he makes his voice
Yeah,
heard.
fair enough.
Very inspirational character. So he's a legend wherever he plays. Yeah, he's a legend of the game. So those guys are legends
Fair
wherever
enough.
they play.
Fair enough. We will move a bit from UA thoda before we get to kids. Chintan bhai, because you keep saying up ye last 2-3 weeks you're saying AC monitoring Milan, but AC monitoring Milan is destroying teams in preseason. Matlab, I know it's preseason, but beaten Manchester City, beaten Real Madrid now, and I know it's preseason, but the talk of the town for AC Milan has been the youth. Obviously, Liberali, Camarada, and all these guys now even playing good in preseason. So, any thoughts on that? Any early thoughts?
Yeah, I'm for Liberali and Chukwueze, man. It's so
Yeah,
entertaining
Chukwueze.
to watch. He didn't get his due last season. Probably was new, fresh. I think purely didn't want to put him in directly. उसको थोड़ा time कम दिया था. But जो early training session also we could see that he's concentrating a lot on him. See, skills are there. You can see he's skillful. So it's just a
Hmm.
matter of unlocking him. And whatever I've seen in preseason, he looks like a beast right now. And
Hmm.
Liberally, look, he's so comfortable with the ball. They were talking about Andrick and that he might tear Milan apart, but I think Liberali was so good. So it was very entertaining to see Milan play. Although I've been crying, but I think Fonseca might be up to something. But of course, a new formation, the team is a little rejuvenated because I guess
Hmm.
something different. Benesser had a great game, so interesting to see. But that still does not clear the fact that a CDM is desperately needed because we could see the team's runs later than that. But yeah, something to look
Chintan
forward
bhai,
to.
I asked you about the performance. So monitoring Milan, you can relax for a bit after seeing the performances here.
Yeah, sure, you can, but like inspirational to tha because now, and this is minus Theo, Liao, Mike, so that's a good thing. Theo and Liao have not yet stepped in yet, so and
Yeah,
Terechano, yeah, सब लोग उसको बहुत stick दिए थे last season. We bought him last minute, but
yeah,
he has been decent too. So Theo needed a break, someone to sub him off with. So I guess something to look forward to, hopefully. But then again, मेरे को अभी भी याद है यार, Milan thrashed Bayern Munich 2 seasons ago also, man. So can't say
I
much,
remember.
man.
Fair enough, fair enough. So we'll move to the rest of the jerseys. Arun has a funny comment. I just want to pull it up. He says Librali plays good. Param says Librali is good. Koki plays good, who is an Inter young youth player. I'll remove you from Inter groups pre-season hypocritic. So क्या हुआ था? Because Arun क्या है ना? Arun, he plays a lot of football manager, okay, and he loves to hype up young players. I'm of the opinion you have to be a bit, because Chintan Bhai knows and everyone knows these young players tend to fade away right at the end of the day when they reach a certain age. So I keep telling him, don't hype them like early on, because if a good player flops, then to baad mein, then if we tag you again, then you'll disappear. That's the only thing. I'm not saying these players are bad, but Arun, be careful, man. I'm not just hyping Milan players. Just be careful, bro. Somebody asked me what are the broadcast right ka situation. So Chintan Bhai and DJ Bhai joined us late. Yogesh just share this because we spoke of it. I just want to show it to them as well. There is a minor or a major update. We won't know really, but so far it's this apparently. So is it on here? Galaxy Racer करके एक apparently Dubai based gaming platform है, and apparently they are going to get the rights for La Liga, Ligue 1 and Serie A in India. Now this is the only, I mean, you have to unlock the article and shit, but I opened on Wikipedia. Apparently they do games like your Battlegrounds and all this Dota 2, Fortnite and stuff like that. So I guess these people are going to get the rights, and maybe they'll
So basically,
let
I think they're picking up all the league rights which were there in the previous broadcaster, because I
हाँ
think La Liga सब उधर वही same थे, Uber
हाँ,
Eats
but I guess
League
they'll
One.
redirect it through someone, because I don't know
I,
यार
how
how
does
this
it
is.
matter? It's also possible the previous broadcasters buy them out. Maybe that deal
Exactly,
is in the
exactly.
works
That's
as
true.
well. So it's
Exactly. So let's move on here. Broadcaster ka Santosh, as and when we get news, we'll keep sharing with you. This was the first development which Ajay Bhai shared with me in the morning. So this is the only thing we have today for in regards to that. Next is I'll come to Empoli and Fiorentina, because somebody has brought up how many kits have these guys launched? What the hell? अच्छा एक भी kit launch नहीं किया. Sorry, this is 23-24. So Empoli has also not launched kits, because I can see like what 4 kits here. So they've also not launched kits like Monza. No kits for the current season. Fiorentina, because I think Bodhayan here brought up Fiorentina, so I'll come to his comment in a bit. So यार चिंतन भाई, I'll start with you. आप join क्यों late, तो आपसे start करते हैं. बहुत simple. Kappa is here, our favorite sponsor. I think all of us universally love Kappa. पर यार बहुत मतलब simple है. चिंतन भाई looks a bit classic. I hope if there's an image of the players wearing it here. None here. Maybe I'll pull it up on Fiorentina's Twitter. But what do you make of it, Chintan bhai?
Oh,
Quite simple.
I love. We are probably, I'm old school, yeah. I love as simplistic design as possible, you know. So I think this is A1, yeah. And Kappa, so anyways, we love the logo only, man. The
Yeah.
color looks good, yeah. And I think Viola का best advantage है उनका color सही है. They have a great
हाँ.
color. So this looks top notch right now, man. As of now, of course, Roma का jersey ऐसा है, अकेला अच्छा नहीं लगता था, but when the player wears it, it looks really good. There are some jerseys like that, so you know. So
Yeah.
this probably might be, if there is a player wearing a jersey, if you can pull it up. But yeah,
Yeah.
as of now, by very simple, no design,
Yeah.
minimalistic, looks pretty decent to me, man.
Yeah, and how much would you rate it? I'm just trying to pull up an image with the players. But until then, how much would you rate it?
If it's a proper body hugging T-shirt, then an 8 on 10, yeah.
8 on 10. Fair enough. I'm just trying to look for, because it's been. Yeah, I think this is the one. Wait, I'll just pull it up. नहीं ये तो साला 22-23 का. It looks so similar here. Yeah, but until then, DJ Bhai and Yogesh, how much would you guys, chat पे भी आप लोग rate करो? I'll keep taking the comments. How much would you guys rate it? Yogesh,
I think for me it's really important that jerseys don't become billboards, because it almost feels like you're commoditizing players.
Yeah.
I like it like old school, where the jersey is classic. You know that it's going to age well. Eventually
Yeah.
it could become like a vintage. Like if you guys remember the old Fiorentina ones with the Nintendo logos.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, and you can't
Yeah,
go. I mean, whatever, whether your stripes or your solids, you can't go wrong with Kappa. That jersey for me is how a jersey should look. Singular
Yeah.
sponsor,
Yeah.
Kappa and the football crest. I think I agree with Chintan. But because it's Fiorentina and they always make life difficult for Juve, 0.5 deducted for that. So 7.5 on 10.
Fair enough. This 7. I think मैं चिंतन भाई से बहुत agree करता हूँ. This looks quite. चिंतन भाई, so apparently the players have not worn this yet. मतलब unveiling types, proper presentation. I know Moise Kean kind of wore it in his preseason and all, but they have not like presentation नहीं किया वो लोग ने अभी तक players के साथ officially. इसलिए वैसा कोई images है नहीं even on their Twitter. So I think this is what we can use for now. I'll also give it 8 on 10. योगेश कितना देगा यार तू इसको?
Actually, मैं 6 on 10 देना चाहूँगा because I was expecting something more from Fiorentina, but
हाँ,
this is like what they always had, so nothing new over here. So that's why 6 on 10.
fair enough, fair play. ठीक है,
Also,
थोड़े
also,
लंबी है.
guys, don't forget the collar is such a classic touch
I
to
was
it.
just
Yeah,
going to say the collar looks damn good.
yeah. True,
Agree.
true.
Because everybody is
They,
just like round neck,
yeah,
and it.
true. Yeah, and they use the combat pro system wala material as well, which is very
Yeah,
commonly
correct,
used. Correct. So this I agree with DJ, but I personally liked it. Rossonera says 6 on 10 because of Fiorentina's color. I guess she doesn't. I guess you don't like Fiorentina. Ravindra says 6. Wow. Worldy 8 says when Chintan looks. Arey, yaar, Chintan's biggest fan is here. Oh my god, all the Nedved was a sorry wait somebody's having a chat on Nedved, but until then यार आप लोग जर्सी पे भी रेटिंग्स दो. Let's keep it a bit contextual as well. केशव इंटर की किट पे आता. We are going alphabetically. We have not covered it yet. Bodhayan had brought up Fiorentina's jersey. So Yogesh, if you can pull up his comment, Fiorentina jersey has to be in running for one of the coolest Serie A jerseys. The violet color stands out so well, and of course Gabriel Batistuta has to be the face. Yeah, of course. As DJ Bhai said, that one with the Nintendo sponsor. Amazing jersey, amazing. Nothing like it. 5 on 10 says Pavel. Pavel is back. Pavel, I saw you get banned on Menace on the Monk, bro. Chintan bhai. उस दिन हम लोग stream पे थे. This guy got banned for he was spamming shit about all our clubs, huh? This guy, and he got banned by Niti bhai or whoever. It was hilarious, man. He was talking shit about all our clubs. But keep it up, Pavel. I know you're a troll, but amazing. 9 like इधर ban नहीं होगा. Tension मत ले. We are not that strict. But again, yeah. When Chintan looks in the mirror, he sees not. Oh my god! I'm not even going to read that. यार मैं वो नहीं पढ़ने वाला. I'll just go to Fiorentina's away kit. Wait. ये क्या है यार? This is true. This is what. So how much would you rate this DJ? Because again, this is okay. This kind of does look classic on second look. How much would you rate this DJ, bhai?
I'd give it an 8. Yeah, it's going to look very sharp on the field.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's true. Yeah. Yogesh, how much? I know.
Again, 6 on 10, man.
Chintan bhai.
Yeah, I like that was too good. Yeah, I rate this 7 only. Yeah, because the colors are too like in the eye for me. So I think a 7 on 10 would be perfect.
Yeah, I
What
think
you're
this.
saying is white and red.
Red, yeah. So red is
How
not
can
that
you-
color.
how can
I don't
you-
associate red with Viola. So Fiorentina. So that's why.
No, but so कैसा है ना चिंतन भाई with Viola ना वो लोग jerseys. There is a story behind how they make jerseys. Basically, there are 4 major spots in the city,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I think corners. So उसके basis पे red and white is a common color for them actually.
So by the way, I had gone to the stadium. I had gone to
अच्छा,
Florence.
आप गए थे?
I had taken a stadium
Wow.
tour. Probably the walk towards the stadium absolutely beautiful. And if you're a neutral, not a Serie A fan, if you're a neutral for Serie A at least,
Very
anyone will
romantic
fall in love with
stadium.
Fiorentina.
Fair. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll also give it 7.5 because I like the home kit more. So yeah, Chintan looks like Adam. Oh, okay. I don't know who you're talking about here. Thoughts on Redondo from DJ and DCL? आप लोग बताओ यार quickly. आप लोग से ही पूछ रहे हैं वो Redondo. If anyone watched Fernando Redondo, like in live,
Fabulous,
obviously.
player, yeah. Fabulous,
Oh,
fabulous.
good. What a player, man! What a player. He was
I mean, that
at his best
the
at
night,
Real. So
the night that he single-handedly destroyed United.
Oh.
Very hard to forget in the Champions League. I mean, that was a masterclass and
at
top
Old
player.
Trafford.
Yeah. I think it
Yeah.
was, also he was the kind of player that kind of signaled a transition of how football players were going to be. There was a slight switch coming up at that point where players earlier were very visionary in style and nature, a little
Yeah.
bit more static, more about distribution and passing. Redondo had that little bit of flair. Fabulous, actually, South American flair, but also he had that little vision, and I think the way he play out wide, it was damn interesting to see him play. And I think to me, it's hard because I'm a huge Riquelme fan as well, but Redondo really, like I think he left a very lasting impression. Fabulous
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, Yogesh, if you can just pull up an image, maybe there might be some people who do not know who Redondo is because the DJ Bhai and Chintan were perfect to answer this question because they've watched him live and this that. मैंने बाद में देखा clips
Milan,
and football
unfortunately,
matches.
Milan का career उसका injury ridden था.
हाँ,
Unfortunately,
हाँ,
very sad.
yeah, I read
But
about it.
Param, to
हाँ,
what DJ said was so true. And to
हाँ.
put his thing in word, if you can get that clip where he makes that turn and squares it up for Rahul,
Let me.
I
I know
think
what you're
that
talking about. I know.
that
I'll
that
have to
goal,
check it on
what
Twitter though. Yeah,
that goal epitome, like it shows what he said. He was not the sit back midfielder. He was the one who was to press forward. And that old trap, oh, that was beautiful. I think can't get more easier than that tap in. And what a goal that was, man. That is your when you talk about Redondo, that's the first thing which comes to your mind. I think
fair.
Bobotov did something very similar after that. But yeah, that was what classifies what Redondo was. Amazing player.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, I mean, many big clips of Deke, but I think people who have watched him live can do justice to the explanation as you and DJ Bhai already did. Let's move to Genoa, yaar. Anad, मेरे को वो sorry, Anad, with all due respect, I don't want to talk about it today because I think it's a bit off topic. The what you have mentioned in your this thing comment, I appreciate it and I think सब लोग off camera ये सब तो बात किए ही होंगे. We'll probably discuss it some other day. Anad, आज नहीं यार, आज थोड़ा chill stream चल रहा है, मजा आ रहा है. I don't want to bring such a serious topic in, to be fair. If that's fine with the rest of the panel, because it's a very obviously it's a whole thing, and I don't want to dwell on it, to be fair. Pavel says he was a sexy player. Redondo. FedEx says 9 on 10 for Genoa jersey. Classic. We'll just get into discussing it. DJ Bhai is Indian Buffon, asks lazy beast. Yeah, I mean DJ Bhai is all classic characters. Ke lookalike is DJ Bhai, I guess. Every
Guys,
classic.
he's nothing but Buffon. You can probably, from his hair and from his beard, you can call him a Pirlo. Even the way he plays on the field, I've played with him. Proper Pirlo, man.
Yeah. So we'll let's get into the Genoa jersey. Yogesh, तेरे से start करता हूँ यार. Because classic Genoa, these two images are way better. One is obviously without the sponsor, one is with the sponsor. But ये classic Genoa again, Kappa, lovely sponsor. I think देख यार, classic तो expect होगा because Genoa are not going to change their colors, right, at the end of the day. And obviously again bold, you don't have the there's no messing around. Bold stripes है तेरे, classic logo है. There is fine detail in the material also. How much would you rate this?
I would give it an 8.5 out of 10.
This is amazing. DJ Bhai, what about you? Because this looks amazing. Like, I mean, there's no words.
Very sharp. Yeah, the thing is, these colors are a little bit more palatable than Fiorentina's purple, and I think that's why they're more primary in that sense. I think would have been amazing without a sponsor. Amazing. It's going to look amazing on the field.
So DJ Bhai, to your point, look at this one. Look at these three images without the
fabulous.
Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah.
easy 8. Yeah, easy. You can't go wrong with Kappa. Yeah. Also, I what is also clear is that a lot of the logos are getting bigger on the shirts. So obviously, there's some trend that's kicking in. Where the logo, I've noticed even the Adidas is larger this year.
Yeah, that's true. Adidas, I get what you're saying. Chintan Bhai, how much would you rate this? Because I agree with DJ and Yogesh Bhai, I have to give this like a 9 on 10, to be fair. Because especially without the sponsor, Chintan Bhai, this looks great.
Yeah, without the sponsor, 9 on 10. So classy, man. And DJ said it again, I'm saying it again. Jitna minimalistic hoga, I can vouch for DJ that we both are going to love it. It is not an advertisement board where there's a sleeve jersey and a back logo and back sponsors, sleeve sponsors. This is so minimalistic, so good. As DJ said, can't go wrong with Kappa. Without the logo, without the sponsor, 9 on 10. With the sponsor, 8.5.
Fair enough. Because it's classic. I mean, really, this kit is quite something. People agree because Mir says 8, Anat says 8, Pavel says 9, Rossonera says 8, FedEx says 9. So this has got the best reviews you get so far collectively, na? Because no other kid got this kind of rating so far from the audience as well. So Genoa is in the lead. Worldly 8 says Genoa is Barcelona from Wish. Nah. Ye colors Genoa is one of the oldest clubs in the world, bro. They've existed since before Barcelona. So they're a very old club sticking to these colors. So there's nothing about stealing. यार सबके रहता है अपना color identity. 9 on 10 बढ़िया है. Nishan says 9, Shivam says 8. Bologna and Genoa do have the same colors. यार वो तो होते ही रहता है. There's nothing this thing about it. I mean, Inter and Atalanta also have the same colors at the end of the day. I don't think Genoa have dropped. They have not dropped any other kit apart from this one. So we have to move to everyone's favorite club, Hellas Verona. Chintan, bhai, I'll start with you.
अरे, Kagodi.
Yeah, the
The
worst.
only club I would enjoy seeing them fail. So that is one of them.
Yeah, but the kit is getting rave reviews. Like what would you rate this? Because, geez, I don't want to praise this man, but it's looking decent to be fair.
Neat, man. Very, very neat. Again,
Yeah,
यार, I think it's a trend चल रहा है. पता नहीं, so minimalistic,
yeah,
amazing. The collar, the yellow strip on the collar is highlighting the blue even more.
yeah.
यार वही बोलना तो नहीं है इसके बारे में. As DJ ने
Exactly.
बोला था Fiorentina के बारे में, I would want to give it an 8, but because it's Hellas Verona, I'm going to cut 7.7 on 10.
I'll
man.
also do that. I'm giving it a. I'll agree with a 7 because the jersey looks good and I don't want to give it a 6. So I'll give it a 7, and it's been worn by one of their obviously Scudetto winning captain Roberto Tricella. Yogesh and DJ, by how much would you give this year? Because again, not a big fan of the club personally, but the kit looks great. I guess to you as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's fine.
Yogesh's explanations are the best. But it's fine. Chhod diya 7 on 10.
Like,
DJ, bhai, what would you give this?
Yogesh sitting in that focus group will be a treat to watch. You know, they get people together and then they're like, "What do you think?" And Yogesh
Yeah,
will be, it's
that's
fine.
a good one. Yeah. Yogesh will be definitely.
But nice, yeah. It's very sharp actually. It's got a little bit of a Boca vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, are they advertising this without sponsors, or do these guys don't have sponsors at the moment?
They don't have a sponsor at the moment, if I'm not wrong.
This is a very, it's a very scary thought. Yeah, starting with Juve, we don't have a sponsor.
Yeah,
Hellas don't have a sponsor. It's a very nervy precedent for the Serie A.
Definitely. Definitely.
If you guys notice, like this thing has started in Italy over the last 2 or 3 years, where you started having a sleeve sponsors at the back. All of this normally used to happen in France and Germany because those leagues really didn't have the kind of money that the Serie A and the EPL had and the La Liga had. This is actually a very worrying precedent because you'll notice England don't have the same setup. It's because that league is not cash strapped. Here we've become a lot like the French league because now you've got a sponsor in every aspect of the shirt.
Yeah.
Sleeve,
Yeah.
back, front, almost like a billboard.
That's true. That's a very good
Very
observation.
It's a
Yeah, it
worrying
is worrying
sign for the Italian league. So
Absolutely. DJ is absolutely right about that. Sponsors have, we saw it in, I know Cagliari's jersey has a good message, as Arun brought up, but it was packed with sponsors, and there's a reason why, as DJ brought it up. 8.5 on 10 says Arun. He says, yuck, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this Hellas Verona jersey is very good. FedEx says 6. Arun says 11 on 10 for Genoa for the pictures, man. Control yourself, bro. Mir says 6. Pavel says, why does Chintan hate Hellas Verona? Yaar, Chintan bhai, bahut shortly bata do. Anirudh says 7.
First of all, you can say probably the most racist crowd in Italy. I don't think I want to say more than that. Probably the worst stadium to go to, and they're racist towards their own players, towards opposition, and their fans are. Last year एक बहुत famous video हुआ था where even kids are doing dirty gestures. So it's not you just Google them up and you'll come to know probably why they are not just me. I think entire panel.
Yeah, nobody likes them.
So yeah,
they fall in the Lazio mold, unfortunately. That, and it is quite the joke. हमारे panel पे वही चलता है कि this season Lazio hired last season's Hellas Verona का coach, उधर से ही players उठा रहे हैं वो लोग. So I think it's just quite comical in that regard. Vishal asks, why did UA sell Sule? इतना अच्छा player था. I'm a Barca fan. थोड़ा casual हूँ about Serie A. DJ bhai, quickly if you want to answer this.
Guys, it's the matter is that there are certain players who are not in the coach's plans. That's one. Two is also you will need to raise money before they buy. Now the only other sacrifices they can make are players who are in the plans, like the likes of Vlahovic and stuff like that. Vlahovic can sell for about 60 million in today's market, but if he's a player in the plan, then you will have to make sacrifices elsewhere. Sule, now for better or worse, has not really played with the first team, so. And Vlahovic is a very integral piece. So that's where the sacrifices are in the next gen. And we just have to be mindful. I mean, so Sule is out. Chiesa is going next, as we all know.
Yeah.
So that's another sacrifice. But if he's not in the plans, he's not in the plans.
Fair enough. Lazy Beast says 8. Rossonera says Fatal Verona kids 0 and 10. Hate them. Welcome to the club, Rossonera. Pavel says they don't have a great model. Pavel, तू looks पे judge कर रहा है. That is their Scudetto winning captain from 85 भाई. वो for that's a great model for them, to be fair. तू looks पे जा रहा है भाई, तू अरुण की तरह बन रहा है. Ravindra says I think UA signed a sponsor. हाँ, so no नहीं वो the sponsor is incoming. Ravindra, like they're saying it's way less than Jeep का पैसा, what Jeep used to give. Obviously they're saying figures of 20-25 million, which is a downgrade for UA obviously from Italy. Yes, Ravindra. So yeah, definitely a valid. It is a
So
downgrade for UA.
it's a 2-year deal. The energy drink is NL. Yeah, it's a
Yes,
brand
yes,
called
yes.
NL,
Correct.
but
Nice one.
they're not the main sponsor. They're just like I was saying, they're going to be either placed somewhere on the shirt or behind the scenes. But Juve is doing these multi-sponsor deals and bringing more sponsors in to
Yeah.
compensate for the monies on the main shirt.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Lazy says Yogesh Bhai represents the. Oh, I don't know what to call that emoji, but I think if you pull it up, the statue, yeah, it's a perfect representation. The Easter Island wala statue. Uh, Dedication of Chintan Bhai is on next level all the way from car. Chintan Bhai was doing speed Zlatan wala video. That's why. Selling Sule scam. They care Arun Krishnan. I think Sule is very good, but 30 million. I feel getting a club like Roma, which is it has its own financial constraints to pay 30 million. I know 26 plus bonuses, but that's a good deal. That's very good. From Juntoli is very good at selling. Something Arun, we can agree that Inter needs to learn to do how to
But
sell players.
but Param, it's not even about that. The reason why you go is you pay for even his ceiling. He has a higher ceiling, so you pay
Fair,
for
fair.
that.
Yeah, I
Yes,
agree. I agree.
the 25 में आ जाता, but a very good move by Roma actually. Instead of
Fair,
chasing
yeah, yeah.
Keita,
No,
they went with
I
someone
agree.
who's a high.
I agree. It's a good move by Roma. I'm just saying ki getting Roma to pay 30 million, like I know it's a long term investment, but if you think about Roma's situation also, right? It's like 30 million is a big gamble for them if you generally think about it. I get it though, but I think it's more than enough on Sule. I don't agree. It's a scam. Matlab, it's a fair price for him. But Yogesh, let's just go to Hellas Verona ka away kit because ये लोग ने तो साला, if anybody remembers their rivals, obviously Chievo Verona, they're back in football. वो लोग dissolve हो गए थे. And Chievo Verona, Chintan Bhai, have gone back to their own colors of white and blue. And the
Yes.
same season, these guys have dropped an away jersey with Chievo Verona ke colors. Technically speaking,
Oh, this
what would
looks
you rate
neat.
this? Sorry, Chintan Bhai, word.
This looks neat. Like, look at this jersey, man.
Yeah, it does look neat. Again, hate to admit it. How much would you rate it quickly?
I think this is a 7. Yeah, pro sure. I don't want to give 8. I don't want to give 6, so I'll stick with 7 only, man. But yeah,
Same.
it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
logo looks really good in this, man. The logo looks really good in this.
Yeah, DJ Bhai, Yogesh Bhai, how much would you rate this?
Yeah, I would give it a 7 only for the logo. Not 6, but a 7 for the logo.
7 for the logo. Bhai, that logo has some weird meaning, to be fair, but fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, of course we know that, but I'm saying the logo gets highlighted very well over here.
Yeah, fair, but Hellas Verona's logo, we'll discuss it some other day in a short or something maybe. But DJ, Bhai, how much would you rate this?
Guys, I think it's a fair attempt to try something new. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a design where you see the way it's playing off the shoulders. I think I would give it a 7. Quite unique as a new design. The colors are quite distinct as well. It'll look good on the field also. 7.
Yeah, fair enough. Our boy from Durban is asking where's Ajay Bhai. Ajay Bhai is stuck in traffic, unfortunately. Ajay Bhai has been, I don't know where he is, but वो 2-3 घंटे से he's stuck in traffic, unfortunately. And he was actually when we
He's in Navi Mumbai, guys. He mentioned he.
Okay. We didn't know he was in Navi Mumbai. Matlab, because he was on the stream, DJ Bhai, actually, when we were talking about Roma's jersey. He was there in the comments. So he was rating all 3 kids, but ever since then, I guess, yeah, he's stuck in traffic, heavy traffic. So definitely, yeah, I don't think Ajay Bhai will be able to make it here. Everyone summoned except Ajay. Again, here he's busy. Chiesa is not only a sacrifice, but also a misfit for Motta's system. He dribbles, but with his head down, he doesn't look for others. Fair point. Cetriano for 60 million, yeah. नहीं होने वाला. Do you think scoring from free kicks are on decline, DJ Bhai? Very quickly, DJ Bhai, if you can answer this. Nishant is asking.
I mean, this will be actually easy to pull out from the stats.
Yeah.
Just guys who are specialist free kick takers are definitely on the decline. But I'm not sure scoring from free kicks is on the decline. It
Fair.
is still very much a scoring position, but the more artistic players are definitely on the decline. So you will not see that as much. I mean, the likes of Pirlo, Mihailo, that is on the decline for sure.
Fair play. Yeah, Mihailovic was quite the free
By
kick
the way,
killer.
just Mihailovic की बात चालू है. So I was in
हाँ.
one of the podcasts. एक मैं देख रहा था किसी का podcast. I think one of the Indian guys. I don't want to name anyone over here, but उसमें किसी ने पूछा था top 3 or top 5 free kick takers, and one of the guys, of course, mentioned Sinisa, and I swear, I kid you not, there were just comments saying that who are you talking about? Sinisa, I can
Yeah,
understand. Chalo, fine. Some of them did ask who is Juninho.
yeah.
I was, and they were like, how? And no disrespect to Ronaldo, but I don't remember last seeing him score a free kick.
It's been a
Uh,
while, yeah. Been a while.
yeah, so I would never put him great player. He's a greatest of all time, probably one of them for sure. But just to put his agenda in the middle, to be honest, even Messi for an extent, like he's not a specialist, as DJ said, he's a good free kick taker. But yeah, when they were asking who's Sinisa and who Juninho, I think I got my cue that वो podcast से निकलना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, fair play, fair play. Anirudh says, I want UA to go for Fermin Lopez. I feel he would be too good. He would be too good in that Mota setup. यार बार्सिलोना उसको जाने भी नहीं देने वाला अनिरुद्ध, but I guess you want to see that happen. Pavel says, subscribe guys, make 1K. हाँ यार, हम लोग अभी we are precisely at 767. The count keeps going up. एक तो over the last few days, a lot of people have subscribed. DJ Bhai and Chintan, मतलब over 250 people in total if you can't take account. So very grateful for that because definitely 1K is the goal soon. एंड डेफिनेटली यार आपके लिए तो और कंटेंट आता रहेगा, सो डेफिनेटली कीप एन आई, शेयर द, स्प्रेड द वर्ड. I guess we'll move to the jerseys for now. I'll take the rest of the comments because we still have a few jerseys to rate. Inter is left, UA is left. Obviously, Yogesh's Napoli is also left. Yogesh, if you could quickly share this because I know we discussed the Inter kit, but there are a few details I kind of forgot the other day to mention. So I just want to very quickly mention that because I know it's a bit so. I know it's not the most popular kit in the Inter fan base, but one thing I'll say, the first observation you see is ki obviously if you buy the kit as a whole, it looks way better than you if you just buy the top, for example, because the stripes are in line obviously and all that they've tried. Also, the shade of blue, last 2 seasons it was the same as Atalanta's dark blue. They've gone back to the older Inter colors this season, so that is one positive. Lighter blue थोड़ा. अगर आप last 2 season की kit देखोगे तो it's very dark. It's almost like Atalanta's kit, but they've at least gone back to the OG colors. A bit of detailing on this kit, if you see, look at with the second star, you see there's a bit of detailing here and there. Obviously, with the collar pay, you have the serpent as well in a different fashion. So there are, and one thing I want to say, this kit, as again the comparison also, you see this is a darker shade of blue from last season in comparison to this season, so definitely going back to the old thing. I'll come to the second and third kit, but one thing I forgot to say, the big thing was this kit is actually designed by an Inter fan. So kya hai na, Nike mein there is a fan, there is a person by the name of Angelo Trofa. He is Italian and he's been working at Nike for like around 5-6 years and he's quite popular on Twitter. He's an Inter fan, and the thing is he has a heavy hand in designing these kits. Not the He doesn't get to have the whole say, it's majority. And actually some Inter fan was going to have them on their channel to discuss as to what was his thinking behind this, but he has signed this thing, NDA. He cannot disclose anything, unfortunately, so we'll never really know what was his thinking behind this. I'll try to show you who he is exactly with at least the Twitter account. I don't think his face is there, but that was the thinking behind it. But with that being said, I'll start with myself. Obviously, I think sort of the kit is still, I have not been like against it. I sort of like it. It's not the most popular. I'll give it like a 7.5. Somebody said I don't like the logo in the middle. The logo in the middle, तू ये kit देख रहा है मैंने जो पहना है 97 98 का, वो उसमें भी middle में ही है because the 2 stars have to be the focus here, because they've just won the second star. So that is why it's in the middle. That's the reason right now. For me, it's a 7.5. Chintan bhai, what do you think?
Nah, man, don't like it at all.
Don't like it.
Yeah, first of all, I feel Inter are probably blessed with having black and red. Like, of course, sorry, blue and red, black and red बोल दिया. But you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, you can't go with bold stripes. After seeing the old school full sleeve jersey, Zanetti को full sleeve में देखा है, Ronaldo को देखा है, Adriano को देखा है. I don't know, man. I'm old school when it comes to this, but I think the sleeves mess it up for me. I don't know, man. You can't just go with plain black and blue stripes. I don't know, man. I think they've overdone it over here. I don't mind, of course, as I said, first thing, जब भी logo center में देखा, that was a good thing because after a while देखा है, I remember their logo in the center. So other than that, I think their USP has been their stripes and how the bold stripes they've been having and this light blue color. No man, I am very disappointed with the jersey. To be honest, the darker shade was a little surprise. कि ये क्यों कर रहे हैं? They got the shade right, but I don't like the sleeves. So probably this is a new age thing, and I know, and people are giving a stick, but I saw a lot of people liking this jersey also. So probably I'm too good for this. And oh, look at the backhand. I'm not, no, man, not for me, man. This is like 3 on 10 or something.
Fair enough. I guess it's people won't be used to it. But what about you, DJ and Yogesh bhai?
Yeah, one more thing before we go, as what DJ keeps saying, even if this works right now, chalo, probably सबसे ज़्यादा selling jersey हो जाएगा Serie A में. This is not the kind of jersey that's going to age well. I think 20 years down the line, कोई buy नहीं करेगा मेरे को लगता है.
Fair play. That's fine. What do you guys think, Yogesh and DJ bhai?
And I think
I think-
like the first jersey with 2 stars could have been much
Yeah.
better. So,
Yeah, that's what the
Yeah.
Inter fans are also saying. 2 stars के लिए
Yeah.
would have been.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a lot of Inter fans would be up for buying a jersey with the second star, and
Yeah.
Nike has dropped the ball over here. Like ये काफी अच्छा हो सकता था. It could have been a memorable jersey, but I put this on Nike and Inter as well. So I would give this a sort of 5 out of 10.
Fair play. DJ bhai, what about you?
Fully echo Yogesh's thoughts, Param. The club has missed a huge trick here because
Yeah.
if you look at the front, what's happening is it's not only before we get to the stripes, the emphasis really should have been on the 2 stars, and along with the Scudetto badge, there's the logo, the crest is in the center, then there are 2 stars. The In fact, I would have actually gone back to the classic setting of the crest in the center, the Scudetto badge in the center, and the crest higher up, so that you give a little bit more prominence to the 2 stars. But what's happening is the stars are being enveloped by the Nike logo and the Scudetto crest, and then underneath is a big logo as well. So
Yeah.
on that front, very busy. So they've missed a trick there. So the 2 stars are fully marginalized, and then they made it even busier on the left, where it should have just remained classic stripes, like Chintan said. When your second star has come on, it really should be like a collector's item. And to be a collector's item, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to go back and pay tribute to the classic. So if
That's
you're changing the palette and going back to the classic, you should do the same with the stripes. It should have just been a classic. To me personally, because it's the 2-star jersey, the first 2-star jersey, it should have come back with maybe a classic collar and given it that vintage look, had the logo and the crest up, and been more inspired by the star than what they're trying here with the stripes. Because in essence, this should have been it on the left. It looks like a zebra crossing, you know.
Yeah,
You saw Thuram's picture with the classic Adriano jersey. He had
Yeah,
put up this-
Yeah,
Param,
exactly.
if you have that, can you pull that up for the
I'll find it.
fans to see? DJ, you
Yeah,
see that. And had they come out with that jersey as a 2-star jersey, I think you and
Yeah.
Yogesh summed up perfectly well. This
Yeah, true.
this would have been the most selling item for them.
I think
Everyone
it
Yeah,
would, have
would
been
buy.
it would have been the highest selling jersey in Serie A. So they've kind of missed a trick this time. They've lost they've tried too many things, and that novelty
Yeah.
is lost as a result. So the novelty is the 2-star, which is what they should have emphasized on. And
Yeah.
so
Fair
me,
play.
I feel like, and also the back is horrible, yeah, Param. How do you read like player names and stuff? Like really poor one. I think this is one of Nike's worst kits. They're normally much better with stripes than Adidas.
So
But
the idea with the stripes, as Rossonera said in the comments, is to pay tribute to San Siro. Where was that? I know, but it has not, I guess,
It's
not
never
been
been
done the
confirmed.
way. Huh?
It's not been confirmed, right? मतलब ये सब मैंने सुना है.
Official statement में वो लोग ने बोला है मतलब architecture को, and what else other architecture is like that, to be fair, in Milan, at least from what we know generally, right? I mean, so that's the major assumption ki hai, but still, obviously, as DJ Bhai said, they could have done it in some other way. Like just here, simply you can see. Wait, there's a picture going on Twitter where you can see the rings along with the flat lines. If I had that, I would have pulled it up. But yeah,
You
It
know,
is quite.
in fact, Param, what they could have done is basically the front remains flat, classic blue and black stripes, and at the
Yeah,
back, if you see, the lines can kind of converge. It's almost like the
yeah,
lines are turning at the back, but
yeah,
the front is classic, you know,
yeah.
and
I
and
get what you mean. I get.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah. That could have.
it could have been way better, but
Yeah, yeah.
failure 3 on 10 and plus 0.5 because Param's a fan, so 3.5.
That's fair. So this is the guy. This is the guy who designed it. He started designing 2 years ago. So I guess I don't think he has full say because I'm sure as a fan, I do expect. I do think he could have done a better job, obviously, but I don't think he has full freedom. So I'll just take the quickly some comments and we'll move to Juve and all other clubs. 0 on 10, no bias here, says Mir. Obviously, there is 100% bias there. Uh, uh, Pavel says 4 on 10. Anirudh says 8. Arun says 11 on 10. Sponsor 1. Yeah, sponsor obviously is a bit controversial. Lautaro looks surprised, says Shivam. Itna bura bhi nahi hai, says Pavel. That's a jersey to dizzle out the other teams on the field. Nice one. He says, I agree with DJ bhai. They didn't have to risk it. For the second star, that's a fair point. Rosonera said it's a tribute to San Siro. Backside looks ugly, says Lazy Beast. So yeah, those are for Inter. I will quickly move to other clubs and then close this out. Just give me a second. Uh, oh, sorry, I had to pull up the second and third kit.
I was
Just
just
quick
going to
glance.
pull up the away kit na Inter
मैं भी
ka.
भूल गया यार because they have not been released now, so I was like I completely lost.
So
उसको तो
they
बहुत
haven't announced the away kit yet.
अरे
Inter.
यार Nike, no, the Nike contract, because of that it all gets launched very late. It's not going to launch anytime soon. मतलब away kit probably in a month, a third kit during the Champions League. So this is the away kit. This is quite plain. I mean, I know.
Very
You can,
sharp, very
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 yeah,
nice.
sharp. Looks amazing, man.
yeah, the away
This
kit is quite
completely
popular.
covers up
So
the. I hope you
yeah,
play with this the entire season.
yeah, yeah. And
Is it
Uncle Sharma,
because it only has a 1 star? Chins.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
they ought to fix that. I swear, if I see that on the pitch, I'll be so angry. But we have Uncle Sharma in the chat again, Inter content creator, and nice to have you, bro. And he says I'll be buying the away kit for sure. He's not buying the home kit, I guess. And even the third kit is quite strange. If you guys had to give like quick ratings on these two, because away kit I give a like a 9, but the third kit I'm very confused. I'll give it like a 7
See,
probably, or a 6.5, not even a
uh,
7.
away kit, of course, no doubt, it's amazing, and I'll give it a 9 only because there's 1 star on it right now. So
Yeah.
one extra additional mark because it's just 1 star. But yeah, the collar, the strip, it looks very neat. Yeah, and I like it when the logo looks nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
The third kit, I think this is where the modernization in jerseys is
Yeah.
getting to. The
Yeah.
Again, no, I'm not a fan. I'm not a big fan about all these things. So yeah, not as bad as the home one. So the away jersey, I'll give it an 8.5, and the third one, I'll give it a 5.
Fair play. What about Yogesh and DJ? Very quickly, the ratings on these two.
I think the
Away
third one
kit
will
के
only
लिए
look right in the player.
yeah,
The
go
third
on,
one will
DJ.
only look right in the players lying on the field because that's when the logo will be correct.
Yeah. The Nike
It's
shoe.
like I
Oh
don't
my.
understand what these guys are trying, like what
Yeah,
trend like they're trying to pick up on.
yeah,
Also, all I mean this applies to all clubs. All the third kits actually look like training kits. So
yeah.
I feel like this would make a much better, press
Rating.
room kit or a training kit or sideline kit. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work on the field because you slap a logo onto this also,
Yeah,
it'll get quite ugly.
yeah,
Um, I don't know what Nike is trying with the vertical take. Makes no sense whatsoever. So again, maybe 4
yeah,
for that. But the second kit is just is a beauty. It's I would give that
yeah,
a clean 8. Even with the logo, it looked damn sharp, and most importantly, it'll age very well.
Yeah.
yeah. That's true. That's true. Yogesh, quickly ratings बताइए दोनों के.
Yeah, definitely. Away kit, similar thoughts, like 8 out of 10. For this third kit, I don't like it at all. Yeah, 2 out of 10.
Yeah, actually, the third kit is a throwback to a very retro. Pavel says Wolves inspired nahi hai. It's a throwback to a mid 90s kit. Again, I'll try to pull up an image later. That kit looked way better. That's why I'll probably try to find an image for that later. But we'll
The
move on
mid
from Inter.
90s, Param, if I'm not mistaken, was a yellow and gray combination, but those were
Ha.
horizontal
Yes. Yes.
stripes.
So
That
there
was
was
not.
one with
That
there
is
was
not.
one with there was one with vertical stripes exactly like that, but it was not a mess like this. It was quite linear and it was quite clean. I'll show it to you later. We'll move to UA very quickly. I'll just pull UA up. Then we'll get to the comments as well, because I know UA kit has the home kit at least has been very well received. Away kit not so much. The third kit has been the best by the leagues, obviously. But let's come to the home kit first. Obviously, I hope this is visible in the first place. Yes, it is. Yeah, ek to, obviously DJ bhai, we'll start with you. No sponsor, but the sponsor will be there soon. But so far, without the sponsor, what are your thoughts? Like, because I think even as a neutral, quite simple, looks good. Like, I think it does UA justice, in terms of like a solid kit. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. This is I think the best kit of the last maybe 5-6 years. Adidas has just been absolute shit. If you're listening, Adidas, please just like leave and you can come back. But this is definitely the best kit in maybe half a decade.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not sure. Maybe I'd like to buy it without the sponsor
hmm,
because a Jeep would have looked good on this actually. But
yeah,
clear kit is classic. Juve actually always kind of I think it works with the thick stripes, though I prefer thin stripes. It
hmm,
depends. But this is
hmm,
a fairly sharp kit. Nice kit. I
yeah,
like it overall.
yeah,
The logo's gotten bigger with
yeah,
Adidas, so that trend is continuing across. I'm not
huh,
very fond of the keeper kits, but that's a template that's being used everywhere.
yeah. Fair.
But overall, I would rate this. I would say 6.5, 7, 7 maybe. Yeah.
7. Uncle Sharma says annoyingly nice. I know it's very hard for Inter fans to admit, but it is quite good to be fair. But Yogesh, and I know it's going to be very tough for Yogesh to praise this kit, but I'll start with Yogesh only. Chintan bhai, I'll come to you, but I want Yogesh to praise this first because this is legit good. So
No,
what do you think?
if I look at this jersey without the logo, it looks quite nice. So if they just remove the logo, I would give it 8
Nahi,
by
nahi, nahi,
10.
nahi. You have to block all that nonsense. Even for Roma, I asked you to keep your hate aside. You have to rate this properly as it is, bro.
Yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I'm like, it looks pretty decent. Like, I don't like the logo, but everything else looks nice.
Yeah, fair
You
enough.
like the
You,
stars
I
or
guess.
no, Yogesh? You like the stars or no?
Actually, they're missing their Coppa Italia ka badge. What do they call it?
हाँ हाँ, that
वो
will
आ
come
गया
in.
है already. That's there. That's there.
हाँ हाँ, ये तो हाँ वो भी आ जाएगा. But Chintan bhai, what about you? How much do you rate
Finally,
this?
as DJ said, finally a decent Juventus jersey, yeah. And I
Yeah,
hope they're done with that black, white, and that pink line in the middle, man.
yeah,
That
oh
was
boy,
terrible, yeah. Deej, what the
that was
hell was
horrible.
that?
That was the worst.
I think,
Horrible, horrible, horrible.
and that
But
was
you
the
know,
time when
it's
that was the time when CR7 was there, and to sell off the jersey. My God, yeah, that red, black, and that pink in the middle was a terrible. It was an eyesore, yeah, for me. But yeah, so, this for me a great jersey. Like I think minimalistic. Again, I think I would prefer it without the sponsor. So without the sponsor, it's a proper 7.5. This way Jeep would look good because Jeep is also very minimalistic. It's just Jeep written. Kuch hoga
Hmm.
nahi aur, so that would have looked really good.
Yeah,
And I think
Jeep would have looked good. Yeah.
I like bold stripes, not thin stripes. I like bold stripes for Juve this one. So I think
Hmm.
after it looks like old school Juve thoda वापस आ रहा है मतलब with the change of coach.
Yeah.
I think that it's a statement. हो सकता है.
Yeah.
I'll give this a solid without the sponsor 7.5, with the sponsor maybe 7.
Fair play, fair play. People are generally giving it good reviews. Yoshikage, the owner, says 10. Nishant says 9.5. FedEx says 8. Pavel says great classic UA kit. Juventus ka best kit says Nishant. Third kit design is the Ajay, Arun is trolling. हाँ वो उसका correct Arun, you're right about the Inter
he's
third kit.
not.
Yes,
He's
yes.
not. Alicia Lehman in this kit is going to be
हाँ
magic.
वो
Yeah.
हाँ वो latter Alicia Lemania. I mean that तो we all know what's going to happen once she like starts playing in that kit. यार मतलब US social
Oh,
media team is going to have a field day with that. To be fair,
Bigger effect than CR7.
this is a bigger cook than CR7, I feel.
I feel also.
yeah, of course. और भी comments दो यार. Lazy Beast says 10. Bodhayan Singh says the Betclish UA jersey back in 2010 to 13 times was good. The color and stripes with the logo in the middle was decent. I think Marco Vucinic, Claudio Marchese were part of. Yes. The latter, yes, you're right. That jersey was quite good, DJ as well. He's right. He's pointed it out well. It was quite a
I,
decent
I
jersey.
didn't
What do
I
you
didn't
think?
like the hazy effect of that jersey.
Ah,
So
okay.
not one of
Yeah.
my favorites. If you guys remember the Tevez years when Nike was still around, there were some very very decent jerseys in the
Yeah,
Pillow
yeah,
and
yeah.
Tevez years. I feel like
Hmm.
those were my favorite of that decade. But
Hmm.
the second jersey also, it can be interesting depending on the logo. Again, for me, it looks like a training kit. I'd give it a 6 on 10.
Yeah, I didn't
Um,
like this. I
uh,
didn't like this. Sorry, like what? Like it's.
but the third jersey is proper vintage. I would give
We'll
that
come to
a
it. We'll come to it. But DJ, like this, like I don't know. I know away jerseys are supposed to be different, but I don't know, man. This, as you said, it's more of a training kit. It has that vibe, and something on it also makes me feel like on the pitch it might not look that great. Again, I could be wrong, but something is not just not clicking here. I don't know what. I can't put my finger on it. But what would you rate this again? Sorry.
I think, Param, like I said, it'll change on the field. On the field,
Yeah.
it'll have a very different vibe. When you shoot in the studio, you're also lighting it a certain way and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course.
And also keep in mind that somewhere they're also keeping Juventus women in mind, and this perhaps may be
Yeah.
more giving preference to maybe the feminine side of things as well for their away kit. So you
Probably.
never
Probably.
know the thinking. For me, I would give this like a 6.
Hmm. Fair play. Fair play. Chintan by Yogesh by quickly your ratings on this.
Yeah, I don't like this one at all. Yeah, this would be a 2/10 for me.
Yogesh needed that reason to berate a Juventus jersey. Like he just needed this.
2 on
But
10 plus 3 for the stars, so 5 on 10.
Chintan by what about you?
Yeah, I on the contrary, I like it. Now I kind of
Wow.
somehow away I associate Juventus with yellow. So as he said, I think this will going to look decent on the pitch. And I am also thinking with the females on the pitch. I think it's not that bad. I think it will look good. I would give it a 6 on 10.
Yeah, fair play. I'll also give it like 6 maybe at best because again I think this doesn't the pink does somewhat represent UA. Somebody said yeah pink UA को suit नहीं करता but अगर आप history देखो DJ भाई will also remember this all the classic Kappa UA kits the away ones and all they had a lot of pink especially with the one with the Sony one right DJ भाई that was something that kit. Like,
That's proper vintage, yeah, Param.
yeah,
That's
that's what that pink has always been a part of UA history of sorts. So pink does kind of go with UA, but the yellow is a bit unusual, of course. 7 on 10 says FedEx, 2 on 10 says Mir does not like yellow. Uh, oh bhai, Pavel, relax. 10 on 10 for Alicia. Lazy B says 10. Arun is smart. He's rating 4 on 10, but he adds +1 for Alicia for every kit. So Anirudh says feeling sad for Douglas Luiz getting ignored because of wife. Rosonera says, I've sent the reference for Inter's architectural kit on your Insta. Okay, I'll try to pull it up, Rosonera. Thanks for sharing it. Anirudh says, but this jersey is a thing of beauty. I think you meant the home kit, of course. Lazy Beast give the home kit a 10. So we'll move to the third kit because the third kit, I think, is definitely the best of the lot. Matlab, again, as an Inter fan, I know it's very hard to admit, but this is amazing. ये तो
Oh
जीत
man,
तो obviously mock up है, but this is good यार. मतलब this is 10 on 10 for me.
bro,
It's
this
hard
is
to
this is going out and this you can wear this outside. Like you go out for dinner, you can wear this.
yeah. You can wear this literally. This is proper. Again, this is from the Adidas original collections, na Chintan bhai, because
Yeah,
they've used the older logo, so that's why
I
it's that
love I
good.
love Adidas originals, man.
Yeah. Like again, I want to cut marks, but as an Inter fan, but it's very hard because it's that good. You have to be objective, yeah. Personally, 10 on 10. DJ bhai, I'm sure you'll buy this right away, or you've already
hard,
bought this.
hard 10. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's fabulous. Even with the logo, it can't go wrong. Even no matter how busy the logo might be, anything vintage, guys, just has that appeal, and
Yeah.
also I have a preference for collars even when it comes to the
Yeah.
jerseys, and like Chintan said, this is a very lifestyle kind of jersey. You can also wear
Yeah.
it, they call it really street style. So
Yeah.
Juventus has that like that thinking in the way that they're designing their kits, and the brand as a whole has that vision where there is a
Yeah.
certain so just a quick snippet about when Juve changed the logo and they went
Yeah.
J. The
Yeah.
thinking was really that the world has moved digital, and the idea of the
Yes.
J is actually they want to own the letter J, which is every time you think of the letter J, it should remind
You
you of Juventus, which is
exactly
why
why.
there is a Juventus
Exactly.
training center, Juventus hotel, Juventus
Exactly. J
clothing.
Medical. J
J, correct.
Medical. Yeah,
Correct.
so
Correct.
that's what I think a lot of people DJY have missed, because even when we changed our logo, the thought was digital first, because even when you open an app, it looks cleaner on the app. I know it doesn't really hit with like those traditional crests, but on the jersey you can use it as different colors as well, right? And even with, as you've
Right.
kind of trademark J, the Inter logo has I and M in between. So when you think of I and M, you think of Inter. That's exactly how these clubs work. So just to your point, and I think this jersey looks classic. Chintan and Yogesh, by how much would you rate this? Yeah,
I
Well,
would give
Yogesh,
this like अगर आप मुझे बोलोगे नहीं तो this does not looks like a
objectivity,
jersey for any club.
objectivity. I'm sorry.
नहीं,
Unbiased.
I was saying कि like it does not looks like a jersey for any particular club, but it looks like a regular like good outfit for a party or something. So I would give this a solid 9 out of 10.
Fair play. That's your perspective. But as Chintan Bhai said, Chintan, by your rating, this can be
10,
worn
no,
anywhere.
10
Anywhere,
on 10,
literally.
bro. This is 10 on 10, man. I feel
Yeah.
bad that I can't I won't buy this jersey to wear it, but otherwise had this been a Milan jersey, I would be buying this immediately for me and the wife for sure.
Exactly. वो वही मैं hope कर रहा था यार, ये UA jersey ना होता, but that's it, right? You have come up with an absolute classic over here. Yeah, Mir, the old UA logo was obviously good. I mean, that's classic. But again, as DJ Bhai answered your questions, your thoughts, ki it's all about the modern day things. Yeah, it's all about that digital first thought and all that stuff. We'll quickly go through the last jerseys and wrap this up, because the stream has gone on a bit too long, but we've had a good time. If you're new to the channel, अपने अभी तक subscribe नहीं किया, please do so. We are at 768. I can see the number going up constantly, so keep that up, guys. Torino का logo है, नहीं, that was a zebra यार, come on. That was not a FedEx USS 10th, whatever. He's mad for that jersey. I mean, I guess I'm sure he'll buy it. Yoshi Kage says 3 on 10. I guess you meant for the away jersey. That's a party kit I will wear in bars. Anirudh, you are an Inter fan, man. You can't buy that kit. Come on. Yoshikage says 80 on 10 for the third kit. Okay, fair play. I think US top Genoa jerseys. I mean, Genoa only had one kit, but yeah, I think they might have topped it. Yeah, you're right, Arun Christian. Good point. ACB says, Chintan, would you like to send Brahim again? ये चिंतन में बहुत briefly answer करो, because we are obviously overboard थोड़ा with time, so we have to quickly run through the jerseys.
Brian Diaz.
Yeah, he's not coming, but I don't know why
No,
that question.
no. I'm past him now, man. No chance now. Now it's done. Yeah, we have Pulisic, who is much better. But
Yeah.
no. I think it's a close story. He had a good time with
Yeah.
us. I would have liked him to stay, but I wouldn't buy him now.
Yeah, fair play. Let's move to everyone's. Oh, my, another controversial club, obviously SS Lazio. But I mean, Ajay Bhai, though, I'm pretty sure would have given this a straight 0 on 10. But this looks quite clean. I know there's a city infrastructure, Lazio लिखा है ऊपर
Yeah,
नीचे,
yeah.
and you could see the patterns. हाँ, ये रहा थोड़ा Lazio लिखा है इधर उधर, ऊपर नीचे the logo is there. So how much would you rate this, DJ Bhai, very quickly, like brief thoughts and rating on this, because this looks clean, to be fair.
Very sharp. Very
Yeah.
sharp. And that the style also, in the way that they've treated whether that's inspired by the city or the architecture of the city,
Yeah.
the way
Yeah.
they played with the name, very sharp. I'd give it like maybe an 8. Again, this comes down to the sponsor also. The colors are all very muted, so it look very sharp on the field as well.
Yeah, I don't. Anyways, I don't think Lazio will get a sponsor. They never do. but Yogesh and Chintan, by how much would you rate this?
Yeah, if they don't get a sponsor, then this jersey would look quite nice.
Yeah.
But if a sponsor comes in, it might ruin it. At this point, I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.5 for now. Chintan, by what about you?
Same. I think without the sponsor, this looks very neat. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
सबको stream में पता चल गया होगा. All of us like minimalistic designs, so
Yeah.
this looks very neat. Very hard to say that I would want to give it an 8 because it's Lazio's. I'll give it 7.5.
Yeah, fair play. Uncle Sharma says Lazio kits are always the same. That's true, man. Like they're quite similar, because they've compared it to last season's jersey here as well, down here, and it's like, yeah, you get the gist of it, yeah, because there's not much going on in general. The manufacturer is Mizuno, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, maybe something can change, but still looks clean. Nishan says 6. Mir liked it. And Napoli and Milan, people are asking what about their jerseys. We're going alphabetically. We'll soon be coming to Milan and Napoli. So those jerseys are still left. Kamarda and all questions, Nishant will take on some other stream. We don't have the time for it right now. And this was supposed to be a jersey stream anyways, yeah. So don't mind, we'll definitely take it in the future. I did not miss the third kit as the City of Milan wala design, Arun. I know it does, but it's not been done properly, in my opinion, to be fair. They could have done a far better job with it. Wait, we need to go to the second kit. There's no leak on the second kit. There's just the colors they've leaked, so we can't really give a judgment. It's apparently going to be this color, so we'll move on from that because if there's no kit, we can't really rate it. Even yeah, this the third kit again, very repetitive because I've seen this design before for Lazio. But again, what do you guys think? Yeah, DJ, by starting with you.
I feel like it has more a golf tee kind of vibe to it. I think maybe they were trying something with that gradient style of the lines. I don't think they've been able to execute it correctly.
Yeah,
I'd give this like a 5.
yeah, it didn't hit with me as well. Like I am like a 5.5 at best. What about Yogesh and Chintan bhai?
5/10 out of for me as well.
And Chintan bhai?
Yeah, the lines are very distracting actually. Yeah, 5 ही बराबर है.
Yeah, I guess somebody said earlier, right? To distract your opponents on the pitch. I guess that's the reason. Maybe the Lazio needs that because their fans certainly don't have confidence in the team. We'll quickly move through the last clubs. We have Lecce, AC Milan, Napoli, Parma, Torino, Venezia, and Udinese. So I'll save AC Milan and Napoli for last because I want to close on a bit of a high. No disrespect to the other clubs, but I'm pretty sure fans will want to know. We can run through the other kits because clubs like Venezia and Torino also have not launched their jerseys, and there is quite an interesting story for Venezia at least. Quickly going through this, Lecce, Conte's home, obviously Conte's hometown. Quickly starting with Yogesh, how much would you rate this? If it's visible, I hope.
Yeah, yeah, it's visible. Nothing
Typical
is
Lecce.
spectacular.
हाँ,
Yeah, yeah,
typical.
typical Lecce jersey.
हाँ,
It's a
ये तीनों
fine
किट इधर
7.
ही है, इधर से ही रेट कर दे तू, तीनों किट, होम अवे
I
एंड
think तीनों तीन साथ में ही रेट करके आगे बढ़ते हैं वैसे.
हाँ हाँ वही मैं बोल
Yeah,
रहा हूँ, लेच्चे का तीनों ही है एक इमेज में, सो वी कैन डू दैट. सो होम से स्टार्ट करते हैं, योगेश तू तीनों का रेट कर पहले.
yeah, I would give all three of them 7/10. It's their classic colors.
ओके ओके, फेयर प्ले. Any reasoning or that's it for you?
I mean, like उनके classic colors है. They are not trying
हाँ,
very too hard to do something unique or something.
या या
Uh,
फेयर
थोड़े
प्ले.
sponsors का game. I'm not liking their sponsors
या
play.
पैसा
Like,
पैसा, राइट. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, भाई डीजे भाई said it right. Lack of money, you have to spam the sponsors. Chintan bhai, what about you?
I've never been a fan of Lecce's colors. Yeah, so I've never liked
Wow,
their jersey. मतलब
wow.
कलरफुल है ज्यादा. मतलब I've never been a रेड येलो मतलब ज्यादा अच्छा नहीं लगता है मुझे.
चलेगा चलेगा,
But yeah,
अब बता दो.
five
रेटिंग
for home. But yeah, the other two kits are a proper 6.5 types.
वाओ, ठीक है चलेगा चलेगा. एंड डीजे भाई, व्हाट अबाउट यू? मतलब यू कैन सी राइट द
5 for the first and third kit. The
या
second kit is white. I always like white as a football kit.
या
Probably give that a 6.
Yeah, I personally like Lecce's home color, so I'll give that like a 7 because I the sponsors there are too many, so I'll cut it for to 6.5. But without the sponsors, I think this could have been very good. Other than that, they're quite plain and sponsor, full of sponsors, so I'll give it like a 6. We're done with Lecce. As I said, I'll save Milan and Napoli for last because I want to close on a high, like with talking about these two clubs. We'll move to Parma. Chalo, Parma pe jate because Parma kit we all know it's quite classic. Oh damn, they went back to the old. Okay, might have to give a high rating here. The away kit, I meant. So Parma, we know this is pretty much their common kit here. We'll come to the comments, guys. Just hold on. Quite the classic kit, DJ bhai. Matlab, I know the sponsor kind of maybe ruins it, the two sponsors. But other than that, we know that this is sort of the classic Parma kit. What would you give this?
6 and a
Six.
half.
Same. Six for me. Chintan and Yogesh bhai.
Yeah, I like
uh,
the classic Parma jersey. यार मतलब मेरे को I'm very happy they went back. So I'll give it a 7. Yeah, I like this.
Fair play, fair play. I'm just a bit irritated with the Admiral Bet News wala sponsor. That kills
Yeah,
it for me.
same.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that
अगर वो Admiral logo would not have been there, then I would give it a 7/10. But because of that,
yeah.
I'm giving a 6.
Fair play, fair play. I'll come to the away kit. Lazy Beast says more like church kit Parma. But actually Parma का ये kit होता है Lazy Beast. This is actually the traditional kit, the design also, but they've not done it like properly. To be fair, Yoshikage says 7/10, 7.5, 4 and 6 for Lecce, 7.5 for Lecce. Home training kit on 10. It looks like a Samsung jersey. I think you meant Lecce wala Anirudh. Yeah. But rate the Parma wala kit also, guys. We'll move to Parma ka away kit very quickly because that's a throwback to the classic Parma kit basically. Have they done it justice? Remains to be seen. But these are the pictures. DJ, I'll start with you. How much would you rate this?
6. Not done
Yeah,
justice to the classic.
yeah, yeah. I think there's something missing. I'll go for a 6 as well. What do you think, Chintan and Yogesh bhai?
I would give it 6 as well.
Hmm.
Same.
And
I think they went back to original, but something कुछ missing लग रहा है यार, the colors or something.
yeah, yeah. आप लोग भी बताओ यार कमेंट्स में. पार्मा 5.5 से स्नेल. अरुण says चाव चाव guys getting back to work. See you all next stream. Good stream guys. All the best for 1K. Thanks Arun. See you soon. We'll close this stream anyways very soon. Parma away 6 says Snehil. So we'll move. Only a few clubs left and we're closing this. We should go to Torino because yeah. Sorry, Torino. Yeah, Torino have not launched their kits. They're playing in last season's kit in pre-season. So we only have Udinese, Napoli, Milan, and Venezia. And yeah, Udinese is very disappointing. I think this has to be the worst kit in the league so far. Like, what the hell is this, man?
What the hell?
Yeah, the sponsor, ek to last season ka ye, it kills it. I think maybe without the sponsor, they could have done something. But DJ, bhai, what is this? How much would you rate this very quickly? Yeah?
I'm not sure. They're trying to look like a book cover more than a jersey. And
Yeah. And
the
also,
colors are clean. The gold accent is nice, but so much text is just
yeah, oh my god.
it's
This is
ridiculous.
horrible.
It's ridiculous.
This-
Looking
yeah.
more like a museum uniform. It's not looking like a jersey.
And I have to show you something, DJ bhai, because Udinese's sleeve sponsor will make it worse if Twitter is kind to me and pops it up on the first attempt. Yeah. Oh, here. Oh my
We saw
god.
this, right?
This is not a jersey. I'm sorry, yaar. This is a 0 and 10 for me. I'm sorry. This is 0. This is the worst kit in the league this season. And I think somebody had made this comment, DJ on Twitter, that the face you see over here, the sad face is how their season is going to be. Pretty much. I think this might be the time probably for their relegation as well. But we'll come to that later. But DJ, your rating on this finally, because this is horrible.
Honestly, I think they were onto something. If they just like stayed away, if the center was cleaner,
Yeah.
it could have been a 7 because the
Yeah.
gold accents are nice. The logo is clean. Macron normally is very clean kits, but the text and the middle portion is just completely ruined it. I'd give it a 3.
3. Yeah, you're being kind, man. I'm giving it a 0. Chintan and Yogesh, bhai.
Black and white bias, Param. What to do?
Chintan and Yogesh, bhai. This is, I'm sorry, but
This is 0-0, man. It's not even worth looking at. Like as DJ said, I don't mind the around, but dude, what have they done in the center? It feels like a kid was drawing. He wrote something, then he forgot to finish his diagram.
yeah. And look at the players. They look so depressed. I mean, you have Florian Thauvin on the right. He looks so sad.
And he's,
Like, when
I
you
don't
do
know what
this-
he's pointing at because there's no number.
Yeah, exactly. And even when you do this, DJ bhai, there is some sort of a smile or expression. Look at him. He looks depressed. Like, this is
Looks
not a
like
jersey.
Looks
Yeah.
like his fate is sealed.
Yeah, this is terrible. I'm sorry, and I guess this is supposed to be some sort of anniversary, and that's terrible because there's 30 at the back. Maybe there's no reference over here. But Yogesh, quickly the rating here.
1 out of 10, yeah.
1. Okay, some people are saying this is a Google Doc kit. Dedicated white space cut out in center for sponsor is bad. Google Doc kit 2 on 10, 1 on 10. Yeah, it's terrible. What the hell is that sponsor? Yeah. Football is dead, says Mihir. Quite accurate, I guess. Matlab, at least kit wise. We have last 3 clubs and then we are ending here. Matlab, we have Venezia. So Venezia have not launched their kit, but if I can find this very quickly, tab tak Yogesh comments late. They've done something very interesting with the kit because they do not have a kit. They actually do not have a sponsor at the time. So their kit producer is Kappa, right? And they've lost this thing. Their deal with Kappa is over. So they don't have a kit sponsor. So they've decided to wear their own homemade kits basically. They've produced it by themselves. I just found an image.
Like Napoli did a few seasons ago.
Yeah. So this, if you can quickly pull this up, Yogesh. It's plain, but it's made by Venezia themselves. They wore this in pre-season. It's plain. It looks decent though. They have the Venezia logo, the colors.
Yeah, it
that
looks
is-
nice, yeah.
Very nice,
Sorry?
yeah.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah, very nice. How much would you guys rate it very quickly?
Uh,
8.
I would give it
Eight.
a
Yeah.
9.
Sorry, Yogesh.
Uh,
9, 9.
9. And Chintan and DJ bhai?
8 for me.
yeah, this is a jersey I would actually like to buy also. Yeah, this
Yeah,
again
yeah.
like you. I would wear this outside if I'm going for a movie. I would wear this. So I think 8.5.
Fair play. Even I'll give it an 8. And even the away one they wore in pre-season, again quite plain, representing the colors orange, green, and black are the traditional colors, but the away one has white. Quite simple, I guess. Kind of gives this retro vibe. Quickly, the rating I would give this 7.5 or 8, one of the two. Yeah, quite
8.
plain. 8.
8.
I'd stick with
Chintan,
8.5.
yeah. Yogesh.
Similar thoughts, yeah. 8.5.
Yeah, people are saying 4 on 10, 9.5 on 10, 4 for home away. People didn't like it. PK says 11, Anirudh says 8. And we are coming to AC Milan and Napoli. We'll start with AC Milan because I know the home kit has got quite the rave reviews, obviously. And even the away kit, to be fair, actually. मतलब, I'm sure Chintan bhai शायद दोनों ले लेंगे. But uh, yeah, we'll come to the home kit first. Yeah, this again as a rival, it's hard to admit that this kit is quite class. मुझे किसका याद आ रहा है पता है चिंतन भाई वो 11-12 सीजन का याद आ रहा है
Van Bommel.
11-12 हाँ वो ज़्लाटान थियागो सिल्वा वो सब वाला
Yes.
yeah, I
वही
remember
है
those.
वही है.
वही so that's why I give this like a 8.5 or 9 actually, to be fair. This is very good. But what do you guys others, any thoughts and quick ratings on this?
Very, very sharp, yeah. This is what a striped jersey should look like. Puma
Yeah.
is so much better than Adidas. Far more in touch with market reality and less gimmicky. Very serious looking jersey. Looks like a proper kit. I love Emirates as a sponsor. Emirates and Etihad both make really, really good sponsors.
Yeah,
Shirts because they're very clean.
Yeah.
Fabulous jersey because they've used the two-tone very well. So I would give it. It's a very classic jersey. Yeah, I would give it like an 8.5.
Fair play. Yogesh?
I would give it a 9. It looks quite nice. Rafaelio, I hope Rafaelio finally explodes with this jersey and it becomes a classic.
नापोली के अगेंस्ट मारेगा फिर बोलना मत चिंतन भाई what about you?
Oh, actually, surprising, but of course I love the jersey. But because the away jersey was so good with the collar, I think they went a miss with that collar over here. I feel I'm not a big fan of round necks. I'll give it an 8.
Wow. यार ये स्क्रीन में आप क्लिक कर दो यार. Non AC Milan fans are rating it higher than an AC Milan.
I would, yeah, but as you said, I would still buy it. I think last 2-3 seasons, last season also they came up with that golden and a black jersey, outstanding. So Milan jersey game has been pretty decent in the past 2-3 years. Going back old retro, I think what DJ said, a two-tone looks really nice over here.
Yeah.
But the away jersey has outshone the home jersey so much for me at least.
I'll come to
So
it.
how did they 8 over here?
Fair play. We'll just take a few comments and come to the away kit. 11 on 10 says Mir. Obviously, you're an AC Milan fan. Snail says 8.5. Solid 10. Lazy B says Yoshikage says 9. Pavel says 9. PK says 9. Lazy B says 7. 9.5. Pavel. Snail. Okay, for the home kit, I think he meant Venezia though earlier. But yeah, away kit DJ bhai. Again, very clean, as you said. Emirates does look good as a sponsor. Very clean, the collar, all of it looks, to be fair, good. How much would you rate this?
1 extra point for the collar. I'd say 9 on 10.
Wow. I'll give it a 0.5 extra because I already gave it a 9, so I'll give it a 9.5.
Very, very sharp, yeah. Damn sharp.
Yeah, very sharp. What about you, Yogesh?
It looks good. The logo as well, like the black and white logo looks quite good. And I like the fact that now there are 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, and no star jerseys in the league. So, so I would give
But
it an 8 out of 10.
yeah, fair play. And Chintan bhai, up to you again, yeah.
Oh, 10 on 10 for me. This is a classy, man. The logo black and white tone. The white looks so nice. The collar, the red collar looks amazing. The sleeve looks amazing. It will complete, like for me, this is like immediately that comes on the market, add in cart and I'm buying this. This is a 10 on 10 for me.
मार्केट में तो है भाई चिंतन में मतलब ले लो अब क्या ही रुके हो आप
अरे
buy
भाई.
it for the family only. Buy it for the family only. Now this I don't know what to make of. I maybe we'll have to wait for the players to wear it. But DJ by starting with you, I don't know, yeah. I feel there's something off over here. I don't know what to make of this. This is in the store, obviously leaked. But how much would you rate this? Third kit.
It's sharp, yeah. It's very sharp. Look, it doesn't
Well,
matter what color tone they use, as long as you keep it just two colors as a primary and secondary color, it'll look
hmm,
really good on the field.
yeah,
I'm not sure what the significance of the green overlay is in reverse,
exactly.
but it looks very nice. It'll look fabulous on the field. I'd give it a 8.
Fair play, fair play. I'll give this a 7 of sorts because I don't know. I need to see better. I need to see more. I don't know what to expect. So I'll give it a 7. I don't associate this with AC Milan. I know third kit is supposed to be different, but there's something a bit. Obviously, they've created a mock up here, but it doesn't do it justice, to be fair. The players have not really worn it. It's not launched. 7 for me. Yogesh and Chintan bhai.
I don't like this green का tinge on the logo
हाँ
and
वो
everywhere.
थोड़ा मेरे लिए भी अजीब हो रहा है यार.
Yeah, it looks weird. I would give it a 5 out of 10.
Wow, fair play. Chintan bhai.
Yeah, I like this. I think they came out the green jersey also. I think just as DJ said, on the store it might just look okay, but I
Yeah,
think players might wear it. It might just look decent.
fair play.
Yeah, I would still give this an 8. Yeah, I think this year they've done pretty decent with all the three jerseys.
Okay, so apparently, as you can see, the grey accent is supposed to be that of the 2003-4 grey shirt which Milan wore. Apparently, वही grey accent उसका है थोड़ा. So let's see when it's out. We'll know better, obviously. But yeah, I might cut a bit more. I might give it a 6.5 because I don't know. Zada, I didn't like it. But we'll come to Napoli, Mr. Yogesh, because your kids, some people have loved it, some have not. I personally have liked it, Yogesh. थोड़ा plain है. I guess they could have modeled it better थोड़ा because वो depressed Di Lorenzo इसमें he doesn't do it justice. To be fair, I guess this was taken when he was in the whole because ये पहले से होता है, right? ये सब photo shoot. So
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
the contract saga. He looks his face. I mean, he looks depressed as hell over here. But Yogesh, starting with you, how much? Because I liked it. I'll give it like a 9 on 10. I personally like this. How much would you rate this?
I like. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, fair play. क्या हुआ कोई reason for any like why you don't मतलब maybe you didn't give it a 10 on 10?
Yeah, yeah, like 10 on 10 इसलिए नहीं दिया because
हाँ,
we
this
are
looks
now missing
better.
the Scudetto patch now. So we have lost that. The sponsor stays the same, but the
Like,
Scudetto patch could have been there.
yes.
And इतना बकवास
हाँ,
सीजन के बाद में it's coming off, तो ये this jersey would be a sort of like reminder कि you had such a bad season last time around. So
ओ
that's
बाप
why
रे, तो
fair play.
इमोशनल यार.
हाँ.
योगेश इमोशनल हो गया यार जर्सी में.
Yeah, yeah. And Chintan, look at. I'll come to you next because from this angle, this looks classic. मतलब you can wear it out also. मतलब I know everything. It all makes a difference, lighting and angle. But personally, I liked it. What about you?
ओ 100% यार. इनिशियली मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा था, मैंने बोला भी था, but this has grown on me, home and away both यार. I think this is
Yeah,
spot on. Especially I think जो अभी वो लोगोस के साथ कलर का कर रहे हैं ना, I think it's looking good यार. I think this is a proper 8 on 10. Like
yeah.
I would give it a little more, but because again the same reason, the away jersey is outshone the home jersey.
हाँ, fair play, fair play. DJ, what about you?
I like the palette of the blue. It's
हाँ,
a little bit greener this time and less blue. It's like a milder blue, so to say. Obviously representing the sea. Um, I would say 7 on 10, and you know, I'd add another 3. Let's make it 10 on 10 since there are 0 stars.
Yoshikage says
Perfect.
10 on 10. Aniro looks like pizza. Okay, Yoshikage says looks like a Napoli jersey. Pavel made a good point. He says वो मैराडोना वाले की याद दे रहा है. That's why I liked it. वो थोड़ा retro feel आ रहा है इसको देख के. 7.5 turquoise looks good says Shivam. 8 on 10. Veer says 10. People are questioning Yogesh's rating. बोल रहे कैसा fan है, इससे better rating दे. But let's move to the last and final kit of tonight. यार थोड़ा obviously चल गया इसलिए, but the away kit obviously थोड़े colors reverse just like the logo, but I'll pull up a better image here because हाँ चलो, this is still fine. Chintan, DJ, I'll start with you. What do you think of this, the away
I
kit?
prefer it to the home kit. Yeah, I'd give it a
Yeah.
7.5.
Fair play, fair play. Yeah, this does look quite clean. I'll also give it like a 9.5 because I quite like this. It's quite clean, quite retro vibe to it. Chintan, what about you?
8.5. Yeah, this is amazing. I love the away jersey, man. It's one of the jerseys I would actually want to buy too, man. It looks very clean.
Yeah, एंड हाँ, नापोली किट खरीदना थोड़ा आपके लिए आसान है, वैसा तो कोई बड़ी बीफ है नहीं उधर तो बट योगेश, व्हाट अबाउट यू?
I
In
would
the
give it
Napoli
a
kit,
9.5 out of 10. I like the
finally.
logo, yeah, how the logo looks like. This is better than the home kit, yeah. The away kit is
This
definitely
looks like this gives a full that polo vibes. देखना जो पहने ना
Yeah,
full polo vibes आ रहे हैं इसमें.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm
And I
telling
also
you, Shad,
like that there's a collar
uh,
on it, so it looks quite
yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm just glad D Lorenzo का चेहरा नहीं है इसमें, वो सड़ा हुआ चेहरा. I think we would have given a lower rating, but I think that's our this thing, yeah, guys. I'll just take a few more comments when we close this. थोड़ा लंबा चल गया है. Rajat says, imagine this kid while playing in snow. Pavel says, Chintan लग रहा है सब kid buy करेगा. हाँ, he does have. He popped up on the DJ bhai. He popped up on the Kala Fury stream with a Fulham kit, and we were like, Fulham kit कहाँ से आ गया यार अभी? So yeah, but
Yeah.
a great. But sponsor looks heavy on the clean kit. They says 9. PK says definitely better than the home kit. Lazy B says 8. Mir says 9. 10 on 10. So yeah, I think people like this stream also. I guess we are at 769. Again, the number keeps going up. Chintan, are you driving? Oh shit, I just
No, just
realized.
no, I'm just
अच्छा.
parked. थोड़ा गाड़ी बीच में था ना, I was taken on the
Oh,
side. Yeah.
This is the first time you can see someone who's actually, driving and streaming at the same time, probably. But
Dedication,
yeah,
boss. Dedication.
yeah, dedication, yeah. You guys have to increase the subscriber count only for this. Chintan Bhai is literally risking his life
Yeah.
for a stream.
But I want to say something. After a very long time, a lot of kids are good in Serie A. Like lot
Yeah.
of good kids in Serie A this season.
Yeah, I agree. मतलब genuinely, it collectively feels a bit better as well. And I guess Italian fashion in general, as long as you have a good manufacturer or even a brand, you can't go wrong. Especially with Napoli, you see, you have, I think it's Emporio Armani, na Yogesh, if I'm not wrong. So
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
and even with UA, I know they've done a fantastic job there. We'll close it, Yogesh, now, Abhi. So I just saw your thing. So I guess we've taken all the comments. Mir says average driver in Mumbai. Close this here, guys. Thank you for joining in. Like and subscribe. Yes, please like this stream. Please share it with your football fans if you can. After this is over, please let them know कि we exist. There is an Italian football community out there. 769 पे. I know the initial goal is to reach to 800, but हमको जल्दी 1000 subscribers पहुंचना है because our growth has been good and we want to. I think if you keep us showing the support, we'll bring this kind of content to you. Now, directly we will move on to the previews of all 20 teams because the Serie A season is closing in. देखते देखते अगले थर्सडे तक 8 अगस्त हो जाएगा. 17th को सीजन चालू हो रहा है and we will have to start previewing all teams basically, so we will be getting onto that right away. Any closing thoughts, DJ bhai, Chintan and Yogesh bhai? Any closing thoughts?
I echo Chintan's sentiment. Yeah, it's good to see like a lot of the teams actually. For example, Venezia, they're bringing back a little bit. Genoa, they're bringing back that little bit of a classic flavor.
Yeah.
In the kits.
Hmm.
That's good to
Yeah.
see. It's a good precedent. I love to see kits without sponsors.
Yeah.
That's a good precedent as well. However, I know Italian teams need the money, so hopefully they get like a nice singular sponsor and not six sponsors and look like a billboard.
Yeah.
But other than that, bunch of teams very clean shirts. Good to see that. Some have got it wrong, but I think for most part, most of the teams have got it right. And most important for me, I mean personally, it's good to see Juve finally back with a decent black and white kit.
Fair play, fair play. Yogesh, any closing thoughts? Chintan bhai, anything last to say?
Yeah, I think season का start काफी अच्छा जा रहा है. Like start as in like this is a good having a good jersey gives you good vibes for the upcoming season. So that's
Ah,
why I think at least one thing that the club has done a good job at that was jerseys, and they have done a good job.
fair play,
वही
fair
I
play.
think you can actually hope योगेश के ये सीजन 10th के above तो finish कर ही लेंगे नापोली.
Ah, speaking of 10th, one last comment because it's interesting. I think it's from the Tottenham fan club in India, Lily Whites India, which is the unluckiest club in Serie A. I need another club to support. You see, Yogesh, Napoli is the club because they are the unluckiest, definitely out of all three of us. At least Roma can be to an extent, but Napoli takes the cake. I don't think there is any denying. So I guess
I mean, it depends in the context, right? Like if we look at historically,
yeah,
I mean, when you look at the great Torino team that got wiped out.
yeah,
If we were
that's
to
true.
go back in history and time,
Yeah.
I mean, that
No,
would make a very fair case.
But I think as a Spurs fan, he meant what they have to go through generally. I think Napoli is
Yeah.
definitely relatable somewhat over
Yeah,
here.
because Roma तो अजय जैसे बोला last stream में 11 second place finishes he has seen, which is
Yeah,
also another painful thing also. So you can
yeah,
call that also unlucky. But yeah, Roma
yeah.
Napoli pretty close.
Roma Napoli. Yeah, and Torino was an interesting comparison because they obviously lost their. We spoke of it earlier in the stream as well when somebody asked because they were quite unlucky, obviously. So yeah, I think Lily White's India. The answer would be mainly Napoli or Roma, definitely. So I think yeah, we'll close this, guys. What time chal gaya ye stream? Please subscribe if you haven't already. We'll come to you with more content and we'll see you soon, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Bye guys.